Welcome to episode 9 of Heralds of the Titans. On the last week, our brave adventurers took on an old friend who had been driven mad by an unknown power that they are still learning much about. He had been drawn to them by Nelixis, who Eric had made a deal with, as she reminded him, Stripe 3. But they were able to subdue him and complete Nelixis's trial, much to her disappointment. And she had since disappeared, and they have not heard from her since. But they are left with a wounded Chimera who still has traces of the Shadow Blight within him, and still appears to be slipping into the veil. They continue their journey this week, heading towards where they had planned to go before, but now with the added mission of trying to figure out how to help Chimera. And that is where we will begin our journey this week as they return back to their camp. It is currently about late afternoon, and our adventurers are quite exhausted. As they get back to the camp, however, they hear discussion between two of their friends, Sir Paulwyn and Quoth the Raven. Is that who I think it is? That would be her, very much, yes. Eric never indicated to me that this was the things that you were all dealing with. Gods and titans and all this other stuff. Well, I mean, you did see them doing... You did see the mark on his wrist, did you not? Well, yeah, but I thought that that was just, like poison ivy or something. When have you ever seen poison ivy that looked anything like that? Both will hear a twig snap as you guys are walking up and look back at you all. Oh, speaking of...
So how goes it?
We have a visitor. He's been taking care of the camp in your absence.
Well, I guess you are useless or something else after all.
I'm a bird.
Oh, I was not talking to... Okay, never mind.
Sir Paulwyn is, you see, kind of like peeking up over the logs looking at the visitor.
Oh. Sorry, I was talking about the squirrel, not you.
I'm gonna make my way over.
Are you calling him a
to-
coward?
I mean...
You can't talk to the animals.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
I
keep
can
going.
talk-
It's
Wow.
like, you can
talk to Quoth, but I can't talk to...
Wait, why can you talk to Quoth?
Does he speak common?
No.
These are all
Oh,
animals.
never mind.
They all speak animal. They understand.
That was Quoth
common.
talking to Eric.
Yeah, so like
Oh,
so
silent.
so
Okay.
Quoth and Sir Pollen were talking, beckoning over that we have a visitor who's taking care of newspaper, and that I was the one that was hearing all that. Because you guys can't. You were just hearing squeaking and
then
crowing.
what's the... I thought Quoth...
No, Karama is able to
Krama
speak with
is able to
everybody
talk
now.
to everybody now because that's my fox
Yes,
spirit.
we made that change, but I thought Quoth always spoke
No, not
common.
Quoth.
No, I kept having to tell
not,
you that you can't hear this.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're good. That was my bad because I actually kind of forgot as well. Like I just got into character and was just like, let's roll with it. But no, he cannot speak. Like he can kind of say certain
Yeah, I mean
words,
he's a
but
crow,
not
so
like
no,
right,
a raven. Sorry, he's a
Yeah.
raven.
right.
And ravens have the
But
ability
not
to mimic.
yes, yes. He can mimic words, but he hasn't been able to really like speak them yet.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just keep going. I'll stop.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my way over to them, overhearing their conversation, and I turn back to the group. Hey guys, according to
Sir
Cloth
Paulin
and
jumped
Sir
at you,
Paul-
just like yelling right next to him.
Well, I mean, he would have heard me like walking. I wasn't being quiet about it.
Yeah, but he was like laser focused.
Oh,
on the
laser
guest.
focus on the guest. Okay. So it turns out we have a guest over with newspaper. Seems someone was kind of helping take care of the camp while we were doing our thing.
Snack?
Sir Paulin is looking at you. Do you have any idea who that is?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Serpon. I'm really shot. You know, you kind of left us there. We did a lot. I'm at really low health. I need to recharge. I need to sleep. I just made it back. I heard you guys talking. There's somebody talking in the newspaper. I'm still kind of on guard, not really understanding everything that's going on.
Roll me a. Are you looking at the guest at all?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? I can look at the guests, but I'm seeing them from afar.
Roll me a. I'm gonna say investigation.
Investigation. Okay, I'd say, oh, that sucks. I got no modifier for that. I got a 6.
Yeah, it's not a high DC. You recognize this person slightly. You're putting your. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you've definitely seen this person before.
Would I have recognized him?
You aren't close enough.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
you got to
enough.
move. So I go to Sir Paulin and I reiterate.
I don't even know if I'm on the same map as you
I know,
guys.
on the
It shows
tip of
me
my
and
tongue.
Granny Apple, nobody. Oh, there it is.
Hold on.
You're right there.
I'm good.
Oh.
No,
You-
like earlier when I had tab, nothing showed up, so I
Oh.
just thought I wasn't with you guys.
But yeah, I go to Sir Paulin and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, he looks familiar, but I can't place it.
He?
Oh,
Again, I don't know.
Marcus, as you move up close, you recognize her instantly.
I might as well.
if it
Everybody else
isn't the
moving
funny
on.
one.
She turns her head to you. If it isn't the unfunny one.
Oh God, it's a girl.
Well,
I'm like completely.
If in order for one of us to be funnier, the other one has to be less funny, right?
It depends on the situation.
Well, I'm funny looking. That's the best I got. How are you, Lady Tempestra?
Give me a second, guys.
I made a big oopsie.
So yeah, I actually do recognize it.
Yeah, you do. I don't. I'm so out of it. I have like low HP. I just came back from consciousness.
But did you actually not know?
Yeah, genuinely, I totally forgot. I mean, now I know. She was the one that we talked to in the first episode when we were in the.
Yeah, but this is her
Okay.
other skin.
Oh well, then that makes sense why I wouldn't recognize it.
Fair travels, adventurers. So, Akri told me that he had lost contact with you all for a bit. So he sent to me he sent me where you all had last been seen. Okaris was going to send a diarad, but I decided that I wanted to take a break from some of the things that I was doing.
What's a diarad?
So, tell me all about what you've all seen.
All right, guys, who
Yeah.
wants to go first?
I just spent some time leafing around, you know. I got turned into a plant. Weird magic. Down in an old altar to the shattered.
Her cheerful demeanor just kind of vanishes instantly. This had better not be another joke.
Nope, no
Of
joke.
course not.
Because
You see
that
that?
one
You see
isn't
that
funny.
unconscious individual over there? And I gesture to where Chimera's
She
lying.
kind of glances past you. He's blighted.
I also show off my other arm because it was marked by Nelixis.
Well, I saw that the last time you were with us.
Yeah, but you see it spreading.
I see that there's 3 rings on it now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, Lady Olivandria has given you the advice for that one. There's nothing that we can really do about that one. A
That
pact is a
fair.
pact.
I'm starting not to regret the pact. I'm learning a lot. I kind of like give that like knowing look at her. That I know more than she's letting on.
An interesting fact of what we found down there is that some of the current Titans used to be heralds, champions, so to speak,
Not some.
or all,
All.
whatever that may be. Yet the name
Her
of
face
one,
is her face is very stern right now. Like she's lost that floatiness that she usually has.
Good.
obviously, this is not something that should be talked about widely. If everyone thought they could become a Titan, it would cause chaos.
That isn't quite the full story. It's still not easy to become a Titan.
And what is the full story?
About time you start telling us.
I don't know if it's the time for them to tell us. What have we really done to earn that trust?
There
What-
are certain
I
things
tur-
that I will.
I turn to Marcus. What did we just do? We are
bargained a man's life for extra treasure, did we not?
head deep into this. I got Nelixis on one side with her own situation. We got Chimera over there, passed out, who almost tried to kill us, and he was turned into some Akira thing. And you're trying to tell me that it's not the time? That we haven't already dealt with all of this stuff? That we shouldn't know more? That we shouldn't deserve to know
All
more?
I'm saying is that there may be some secrets which cannot be revealed to us yet. As for the history of becoming a Titan from a champion, that may not be something readily available to us.
I don't disagree.
Nor was-
But that's not what I care about knowing. I want to know more about
Nor
the
was
current
it-
situation we're in.
Nor is it the same process anymore.
I mean, that makes sense, right? New people come into power, they can change the process. I can get behind
We
that.
changed everything,
Yep.
and
makes
truly
sense.
because we needed to.
But yeah, I don't care about becoming a Titan or people or anything becoming godly. I just want to know what's going on because we've been fighting all of these battles. We've been chased. I almost died. I need answers.
And I'm willing to give them at least some.
Thank you.
I can't answer everything. But for some of those, you just unfortunately need to trust us for what it's worth.
Again, with this, just have to trust you. You got to give me more than that. I've been funneled this ice
And I
cream
said that I
cake
would.
of trust, and I had enough. It's too
And I
sweet
said
on the
that I
outside.
would.
So start spilling the beans.
The Shattered were our titans before. They controlled this world, everything in it.
Give me a second.
For how long and whether there were ones before, I don't know. It was before I even existed. But the whole concept of the cycle and everything that you know about Now, we play off as though it's always existed, and that's admittedly not true. Is actually, in terms of a Titan, in terms of my lifetime, relatively new. In terms of your lifetime, well, it's been a very, very, very long time, but we are quite old now in terms of a mortal. But we experienced something that we had no concept of, no knowledge of, and things that we still don't fully understand. There are powers in this world that don't manifest as gods or powers of, well, sentient beings, and I suppose would be the proper term for that. Things that are beyond our understanding and where we gained our power from. I guess the best way to explain it is almost forces of nature. And we've made attempts to learn more about it, but in almost every single case, every time we attempted to, we learned the things that we were learning, we decided sometimes were just best to not know, and to simply rule the world in a way that we saw best with what we did know. And what had happened is these titans, the Shattered as you know them now, they fell, became driven mad almost, abandoning the things that made them I guess let me ask you this. When you think of a Titan, or even the gods, what do you expect of us?
I myself don't know what to expect.
Well, if you're on a boat and you say a prayer to me, what are you asking me for?
If I were to do that, it would be for safe travel.
Of course, you expect me to protect you, to be your guardian in some cases. The same thing with any of the other Titans in the domains that they hold. That is our duty. That is what we are supposed to do. It isn't a position of you serve us to make us feel better about ourselves for an ego thing. We're supposed to be the stewards of the world for you, to serve, essentially, mortal kind. That is what we decided, and it isn't right, it's not wrong, it's what we decided was the role of Titans and gods. But that way of thinking, well, the Shattered had abandoned that, and they began amassing followers not to help them, but rather to gain power on them in themselves. They were trying to kill each other, and anyone who did not agree with their, well, they wanted to be the sole power within the world. Nelixis and Zithram.
What about the third?
one?
As I had mentioned before, there are certain things that I cannot say. It is not my place to say so.
Is there a reason why the third one's been stricken from all records?
There is. But again, it is not my place to say it.
Who would we be able to ask that question to?
That would truly be up to Argreus and Alevandria.
Okay. So then we can talk to them about it, guys.
A more pressing should
Alevandria
be
won't make that
bringing
decision. Alavandria will not make that decision alone without Argrius.
Understood.
It is information that has been sealed for eons, and for very good reason.
Tell me, it looks like there's just a manifestation of Nilixis. Where is her body or soul currently?
That is theory. I don't fully know myself. I believe, based upon what Zaragoza was saying, that 60 years ago, when she sent the champions into the Mirror Realm to fight Argrius to try and contain his power, and the magic that came forth from it shattered her control over everything. She lost control over that pocket realm. I believe that a new demiplane was created in that day. Again, this is theory from Zaragoza. I don't have the context of this, but she believes that a new demiplane was created that day, and that Nilixis is trapped within it.
I'm willing to provide you information that might help you take that theory and maybe solidify it a bit more. Part of my pact with Nilixis, this arrangement, if I fail to complete her request, she will take my body.
I think you mentioned that before.
Something did happen down there. Oh,
It
so
would make
sorry.
sense. We destroyed her physical form,
Okay.
but we were not able to destroy her other form, her spiritual form, and for that is another one of those I can't answer that of why.
Right.
And
Okay.
that one actually isn't because of it being sealed, but more because I don't actually know. That was information that wasn't even told to me. That one you'll have to ask Argrius about specifically.
I will also say that I seem to be the only one she can contact when she's not when we're not in a place where her power dwells. For example, when we were fighting Chimera and she was there with us, we were close to a shattered temple, which allowed her to communicate with my companions. Aside from that, she visits me solely. I don't know if that's because of my ability to tap into the dream world or what.
I should certainly hope not. I don't believe that's the case. I think that is more of just the fact that you made a pact with her.
Okay.
If there is a shattered temple nearby here, that would make sense. Zaragoza had been mentioning that there was potentially seams between the realms within the world. And when you are near one of these seams, whatever is on the other side has a way of reaching forward, if they're powerful enough.
So, something interesting did happen in there. Originally, there was a bargain that if we beat this fight, that she would release. What's his name? Starts with a C.
Chimera.
Chimera to us. I tried making a deal for myself instead. She looked like she wanted to take it, but then chains yanked her back. Who would be
That is
strong enough
curious.
to stop a shattered?
That I would have to ask with Zaragoza, and I think actually it would be better for you to ask Zaragoza of that. I am not too familiar with the Mirror Realm. If there is a being within the Mirror Realm that I'm not familiar with that would have the power to chain Nilixis, It took all of our combined might to do so. There must be more to that story. But again, I'm not the person to consult with on that one because it's not my domain. I think that you should speak with Zaragoza when you have the opportunity.
Is it understood? When will we be called to council again?
It could be any time. I have no idea. We have no reason to bring you all here. But we do communicate with each other, and each of you have a bond with your Titan. There's no reason to not talk to your Titans if you have the ability to.
And what of Akri? How's his egg doing?
She smiled, like her smile does return to her.
I do have another question for you. So, what's been infecting Chimera, and what ultimately caused him
The
to
Shadow
become?
Blight.
Yeah, the Shadow Blight. What ended up causing him to be his thing. I sense that there's still traces inside him, and unfortunately, also in myself. Do you know a way of curing this?
I will consult with Akri on that one. Speaking of Akri, he's doing well.
Tell him
I
not to
will-
strain himself too hard.
I will send word for him to meet you all the next time you're in the tavern
Thank you.
to help you with this situation. I don't know, again, outside of my domain. This is shadow energy. And not really my place. In fact, I'm quite on the opposite of it. My domain falls under Alavandria's, not Argrius's.
Do
Speaking
you
of the,
think that maybe?
oh,
Do you think that maybe this will help when as I show her the sword?
He steps back, and again, the smile that Marcus had just given her back a little bit again fades.
Sorry, Marcus.
Do you all just pick up everything you find?
Yes.
I didn't touch it.
Well, it was
No way I
quite.
was touching a blade found in a temple to the cursed.
I like treasure.
Well, it did help us. It did help us out. So,
Yeah, it did.
and I don't feel anything bad yet. So, until then, nobody else is gonna touch it but me.
I
I'll
have
be the
no
guinea pig.
idea. I have no idea what it is, truth be told. What I do know is that it is made out of our bones. The same as the chasubles, which means that that is potentially, or can be, just as powerful.
Dang.
Well, all I
thought
know is
many of them were destroyed, so the presence of that is concerning.
well, all I know is that it feeds on on shadow energy. During our fight with Chimera, I kept killing a whole bunch of shadow beings and shadow tentacles, and it just fed into it.
I would be very cautious with it, but
It could have also fed on blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it was
Not
doing.
quite sure.
if it fed on blood, it would make sense that perhaps it was something of Nelixis's prior to her falling.
You're probably right.
Speaking about the tavern, have you visited there recently?
Opportunity recently.
Like
I
in the
have
last couple
been-
days.
I've been dealing with a few incidents with the pirates.
I
So
look
tell me,
down
I
upset.
have
No, they're okay. Just there's conflict brewing between a few of the guilds and, well, Lashava.
We'll help when we can.
Well, we may be in for a bit of a brawl if we go with the pirates.
Yeah, but they're my friends, and I think also Granny Apple has some friends in the pirates too.
As long as we can get out of here, that's all that matters.
I think the pirates will be quite happy to see you.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they rescued me. I hung out with them in the jail, the Coliseum.
Granny
still wanna
Apple
go to
is
Tally-Ho.
Granny Apple is quite a legend among them.
Yeah, they'll be amazed that she's part of my party. What can we do for Chimera at the moment? He's still kind of passed out there. Is there anything that we can do to help him?
I'm responding to Ziggy.
Oh
She's
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
no
be able
worries.
to make it tonight.
What? She's not gonna make it. Okay.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
What I'm probably gonna do is just do a lot of like travel and like war stuff then today,
Okay.
and then we'll get into the other stuff next week.
Okie dokie.
Did you want me to repeat myself? Or did you hear what I asked?
Yeah, if you could please.
Yeah. I asked. At the moment, is there anything that we can do to help Chimera right now? He's kind of passed out. Anything that you would recommend to try to get him, up and ready to at least move with us, travel with us?
Shadow Blight is an enigma to me. Every report that I've had of it thus far, my guidance has been to alert Alavandria so that way she could vaporize it. I have a feeling that that's not the solution that you're looking for in this case.
Will that kill Chimera if she were to vaporize it?
Yes. She's looking at you like...
I thought she was just gonna vaporize like the infection inside him or something. Okay, yeah. Then no, that would not be what I want. I don't want my friend to be vaporized. We worked so hard to rescue him. The last thing I would want to do is that.
I mean,
believe
it
that
didn't.
Agrius will be the proper person to speak. Not Agrius. Alavand... Ah! Akri will be the right one to speak with on that.
But the Kree's busy right now. When do you
As
think
I
we?
said, though, I am going to send him... I'm going to send word for him to meet you all in the tavern.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll handle the egg in the meantime.
Can I get scrambled?
I don't want to scramble that egg.
I'm hungry.
Tell me, I don't have access to my god. Is there some way I could reach the Titans in the event I need to speak with them?
You should be able to reach a Kree. If he hasn't been speaking to you, it's probably because you made him a bit of the butt of all jokes last time. I thought it was funny,
Sometimes
but
you have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, you know?
again, I really don't want to crack that egg.
No, not that one. That's a bad egg for sure.
To say the least.
Have we figured out whose heart that is?
Zithram.
Oh, I don't know if I thought they were hiding that information from us or something. Maybe I misremembered. I thought that.
Yeah, no,
we didn't
I
know
mentioned that
information.
it was. I mentioned that it
Okay.
was Zithram's.
Well,
Yeah.
I knew that, but I just didn't know if Marcus. I must have missed that. My bad. Yeah, I thought that was part of the information they were hiding from us.
Well, I have also sent for pirates to meet you within Port City. Sort of. They don't really know that they're meeting you there, but they've been guided in that direction. They'll get further directions when the time is right.
Anybody we should be looking for in particular?
The Brass Serpent.
Oh boy.
It's all right.
What?
The Brass
Do you have a
Serpent,
problem
they
with
like
that?
me.
You say, oh boy, as though like you stole a precious artifact from them, Lok'Neda. She has that smile back again.
I look at
No.
Lok'Neda. I just glare at him.
I didn't steal anything from them. It was stolen, and I just investigated for them.
Okay.
I continue to glare at him. They saved my life, man.
Whether my information was correct or not was based on the investigation itself.
I think that you'll be fine. I wouldn't mention it to... Well, I wouldn't mention it to Blackjack, maybe.
Yeah, definitely not. He
will-
rescued
But I
me.
think...
That is,
No, not Iron Boot.
Oh.
I want it's best if we just don't talk about this.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
might
okay with that.
come with some of the people you meet within the Brass Serpent. It might come up.
And if it comes up, then I will be the one speaking. Isn't that right, you two? As I'm staring at both of you.
Listen, if
I
my
am
family
not
asks me a
involved.
question, I won't lie.
I am not involved.
I highly encourage that you maybe, if you're not going to lie, I highly encourage that you maybe don't say anything to Blackjack.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
She's saying that, like, giving you the big, like, hint, like,
Please don't get me killed.
No, I won't say nothing.
Again?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I almost died once. I don't want to do it again.
Well, we've all almost died once. Also, how's Newspaper doing? I saw you were hanging out with him.
He is quite lovely.
Good. Where's Quoth,
He was
by
telling
the
me
way?
that you guys were trying to sell him.
I was trying to sell him, not us. I will take responsibility for that.
Tisk tisk.
I mean, he's a horse. He's replaceable.
I'm telling Okaris.
Okay, you do that. I hope Akara still gives me those delicious apples. They're for Newspaper. They're not for me.
Well, you won't have to worry about that if you sell him.
Well, I would still give
Because
the
he
delicious
does
apples to the next horse. I feel like
replaceable.
the next horse should still deserve to have them.
I think we need to get going.
Where's
The
Quoth?
faster we get...
I think, based upon looking at the condition of all of you, that you should probably actually take a rest. Or
Yeah,
something like
I'm
that.
at 10 HP. I'm almost
I
dead.
hate to say
What
it.
is HP?
I hate to say it, but you all
What is
kind of look
HP?
like shit.
I am shit. I thought you were a guy. I apologize.
There is that hint of, like, offense in her face.
It's not your fault. I literally just came to from almost dying. My vision is
I would
impaired.
be careful how you
I
insult the
think-
lovely lady.
It was not meant to be an
You know,
insult.
if you want to slap him upside the head, we're not looking. As I turn around.
Actually, I am looking, but I'll cheer you on.
Don't hit me. I'm gonna die.
Well, you should have thought about what you said before you said it.
I was just being
He just-
honest.
I'm going to go check up on Chimera. You guys can do whatever.
She
I
just
wa-
walks up and, like, flicks you in the nose.
Ow. How much damage do I take?
None.
Oh, okay. I
You feel
I
healthier.
want to give her a hug and apologize. I'm sorry. And I hug her from behind.
You're
You're gonna-
very bold, aren't you?
My hand slipped.
My hand flipped as he
I
slaps her
was
right
going to
across the
say
ass.
that favorable winds be at your back, Lady Tempestra, but like with how windy he is, I'm not sure if those are favorable.
No, those are not favorable indeed. I feel bad for Karama.
Damn.
I look down at Karama.
Karama has a smirk on his face. Don't let him give you any trouble. Remember, I have a direct line to Okaris. He does anything, just let me know.
I look at Karama
Of
and
course.
I like put both my hands together. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. I'm looking around for Quoth. Where's my raven?
Where did he go?
Yeah, I
Oh,
only s- I only s-
he's over here.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll wait till everybody else does stuff, but I want to talk to my animals.
So,
Anyway, I
On-
must be going if anybody else needs anything.
real quick, the blade. Can you tell us if there's anything different about it? Should we be concerned with that blade? 3 of us have touched it. I'm paranoid.
As I said, I have genuinely no idea. It is made from our bones, and that is about as far as I can tell from it.
Maybe Volcanus
is-
would be better suited to answer that. as the Forge Master?
Could be, but even so, we don't see many of these often. We forged the Chasubles themselves, or rather, Volcanus's first champion forged the Chasubles. And from there, that was really the last that we've seen of many of these artifacts. I didn't even know this one existed still. Many of them were destroyed, including our own weapons.
In the
Well,
wave
this
of
is
unmaking.
When we
well,
were
this is
champions of the Shattered, we destroyed our weapons, trying to destroy any trace of them.
well. Somebody didn't want theirs destroyed.
Which is quite concerning. But this one isn't... If it isn't Alexis's, this isn't Argreus's blade.
No, Nelixis straight up told us it was hers.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
refer to the weapon that I would give my champion as mine as well. I believe that that is a weapon of one of her champions, but that is where I'm confused, because Argreus was her champion.
Can they pick
But
other champions?
We can, sort of. There's the difference between the heralds and the champions themselves. Like, you all have not yet become the heralds.
Correct.
You haven't earned that yet. But the but we don't give the Chasubles. This is the first time that we would have ever given that we are looking to give the Chasubles to the champions themselves. Before, you did not become a herald until the previous heralds passed down the weapon to you.
Yeah, but that's your guys' rules. This is Alexis we're talking about.
That was a rule that carried over. If there was something done, I have no idea or recollection of
So
it.
there probably was a champion prior to Argreus.
If that's the case, I have no knowledge of it.
Okay. It's just the
Argreus
only
would
thing
be
that
the only
really
one.
makes sense to me.
Argreus would be the only one to answer that one.
Okay.
I'm not even sure if Alvandre would know that. I don't mean to come across as though I'm withholding information. I genuinely don't know.
No, you're not. Don't worry.
Well, if that's all.
Well, favorable winds at your back, my lady.
I am the favorable wind, Marcus.
Oh, of course. But
Thank you for the
doesn't mean
help.
there can't be more.
If that were the case, I think that there would be something more powerful than me, and that would be quite dangerous.
Could just be a fart.
She winks, and then a lightning bolt strikes down, and she is gone.
All right. Lok'Neda, do you want to talk to Chimera first before I talk to Qua?
There's one thing, actually, though.
Oh, okay.
Sir Knight Eric.
Oh, I gotta talk to Sir Palin first? Okay. Yes, Sir Palin. The chicken.
I have made a grave error. You see, I cannot make you my steed because someone already has made you a steed, and I thought it was a joke.
No.
You see, you are already the mighty steed of Okaris.
That is true.
Therefore, I cannot name you my steed.
Oh. I do appreciate
But
that.
I do wish to tarry around because I have seen the bravery of your friends. And while I do not wish to interfere with the matters of gods, I will help in any way that I can that is not dealing with the gods.
I do appreciate you and your time and your ode to help us. And I lean down to try to give scritches.
The toothpick comes out.
I still proceed to try and give scritches.
You get poked by the toothpick.
Ah! Sir Palin, come
Why don't you
on.
try giving him a hug?
No!
I tried to give scritches and he stabbed me.
I mean,
Do not
have you smelled yourself
disrespect
that
a,
way?
do not disrespect a squirrel knight with such things. What would you feel if someone was starting to try and pet you?
Oh, I'd embrace it. I love pets. I looked down at Karama as like inviting him to pet me.
Rama's just looking at you like, what?
Aw. Well, Sir Knight, I do appreciate you joining our party. Any way you can help us will be much appreciated.
I shall look around and get a jump start ahead of you all tomorrow and see if there's anything that I can spot ahead.
Are you hungry?
I have had my fill.
Okay.
What did you
Tempestra
eat?
had a bit of food for all of us while we were waiting for you all to come out.
Oh, nice. So newspaper and cloth also got fed?
They are indeed fed for today.
Ah, Tempestra's great. That's awesome to hear. I'm glad that she treated you guys. But
You called
yes,
her
as
a
you were,
man.
Sir Knight. And I start walking away. I want to go to cloth, but I also want to go to newspaper. But I want to give everybody else a chance to talk and stuff. So I don't know if Lok'Neda wants to talk to Chimera.
Is anybody doing anything?
Train, are you there?
I'm gonna
Chimera
wait
is
until
unconscious.
I'm gonna wait till Eric goes over and talk to the horse.
Okay. So then I'll just keep going, I guess.
I'll
So
follow behind him, heading towards the horse.
I'm not going to newspaper yet. I'm going to cloth first.
That's fine. I'm gonna go and hang out by a newspaper.
Okay. So I start heading over to cloth. Cloth, I hear you were well fed.
I was indeed. The lady Tempestra fed us well.
That is great to hear. Anything going on at the camp while we were gone?
The lady Tempestra showed up. I would think that that's pretty big news.
Oh yeah, I meant like anything else other than her showing up. Like, did she instantly show up when we went down to the dungeon, or was there anything else going on?
Not instantly. There was a moment that I was trying to figure out how exactly I was going to feed. I can feed myself, of course, but I was beginning to doubt my ability to feed a beast of burden like that.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna make sure when I leave you that I give you a bowl full of seeds.
Again, no worries from me. I am fully capable of handling myself. Just like I said, I think that it would be wise to have a few people to over the camp while you all are gone in the future.
I don't disagree. We made a decision because two of our party members did explore that area, and it turned out that we all needed to be there. I mean, it was. I don't want to go into details about like everything, but I mean, you see, we got our companion there. You didn't get to meet him, but this is my friend Chimera. There was a lot that was going on. We're trying to help him now, so I don't think it was a 3-man job. It was definitely a 4-man job.
From what I had heard from the Lady Tempestra, I would agree that that would be the case. It seems though that you are growing your influence, though, and perhaps that will be the solution to this, to just have somebody stand guard.
Yeah, I mean, Sir Paulin seems okay with doing that. Heard you were talking to him. What do you think about him?
Quite an interesting fellow. I have seen other squirrel knights.
Oh, you have?
Well, the little known secret. Oh, he might stab me if I say this.
Nah, just whisper it. He's all the way over there.
he keeps like kind of glancing over, waits for a moment that Sir Paulin looks to be like enticed by something else. The fact of the matter is that all squirrels are actually squirrel knights. They just have a bit of magic where they can disguise their armor and appear as just normal squirrels to the average passerby.
So cool. I didn't know that.
Well, I should say not all squirrels anyway, but at least from those of the forest of Okari.
It's definitely something I want to talk to Akaris about. That's really cool.
It is a very interesting place where magic is abound. So many different things that you would think defy the very rules of how things are just standard within the forest. And I'm not even talking about where the elves are. The magic in that side of the forest has dwindled.
Are there any Raven Knights?
No, we're not. Well, I mean, I suppose if you count Ogrius and
Oh, the Krees and stuff, yeah.
the not Valkyries. That's Olivandria's. No, the Valraven. I would suppose that would be the
Oh, yeah.
closest to Raven Knights that we have. No, most of us are just mere messengers and or just ordinary birds, myself included.
Would you do me a favor? I know I might be asking a lot from you, but I do have a request. Well,
If I can satisfy it, I will do my best.
could you fly? It's going to be a long trip, but could you fly? Berg, where's Talon right now?
He would be on the spine.
Okay. Quoth, are you familiar with the race known as
Spine
the
of
Kai?
Kylia.
Okay. Are you familiar with the?
I do.
Okay. I have a friend there. He's a Kai. His name is Talon. You will be able to recognize him. What recognizing features could I give Quoth?
Say you give him recognizable details.
Okay,
Like
I give Quoth recognizable details of Talon. Could you fly to where'd you say again?
the spine of Kylia. In this particular case, you would have remembered that he asked you to meet him within. What's it called? It was Kaiva. Give me just a sec.
Yep. I just want to be accurate with it.
The Kaiva tribe.
Okay. So I tell Quoth that's where Talon is. Could you, excuse me, fly to him, and just obviously you can't talk to him, but just give me an idea of like where he's at, what looks to be what's going on there, and then fly back to.
If you would
to
like me to carry a note, I can certainly do that as a courier.
You know what I could do? Yes. Okay, that's a great idea, Quoth. So I start writing just a note of like, hey Talon, like how you doing? This is Quoth. I sent him. Please write on this note any updates about what's going on. And sincerely, Eric Lakrova.
So you're sending a message to Talon?
Yeah, with Quoth.
Maybe if you're sending a letter to a friend that you need to speak with regularly, why not send one of those sending stones to him?
I think
I think
that's
that would
too.
be a bit heavy for a long
Yeah, it's
travel.
too heavy for the Raven, and also like the chance of it being lost. Like I'd rather have that on my possession than physically hand it to him than
Are you saying
have
you
a
don't
bird
trust
carry
the
it.
Raven?
It's not that
You
I
hear
don't.
that, Quoth? He doesn't trust you.
The fact that
The
Quoth
Raven
can understand
doesn't,
common is really annoying. I look at Quoth. I'm like, Quoth, listen, that don't listen to him. That's not it. It's
I'm not
that
even
I
over
don't
there by
trust
you guys, by the way. I'm just giving you
You're
shit.
shouting.
Actually, as a
Quoth can
matter
hear
of
you.
fact, as a matter of fact, he's not inaccurate. I don't trust myself in that endeavor either. I've never been there, so I'm going to do my best to find where you're describing, but
No, I 100%
Again,
agree with you, Quaff. This is just a task that I wish to give you, and I would be very grateful if you're able to accomplish it. But I understand that it may not be in your realms of possibility for you to complete.
it was somewhere that I had traveled before and was familiar that I wasn't going to get eaten by one of said Kai.
Yes, please don't get yourself eaten. I would be very, very upset.
I will do my best.
I like tie the. Actually, the silk that I have, I'm gonna use that silk, and I'm gonna tie that around the note, and then around Quaff's legs, and then Quaff, whenever you're well rested and you feel you could take the flight, you may proceed.
I will begin immediately.
Awesome. I'm gonna take that silk out of my inventory.
And he flies off with the note.
Do. All right, I deleted the silk, and then when he comes back, I'll add it back. Is anybody gonna do anything before I talk to newspaper?
Nope.
Oh, I muted myself. I am going to. I was gonna check up on Chimera,
Okay.
see how he's doing, see if I can't do anything to help him out.
Roll a medicine check and an investigation check.
Where is my D20? Oh, this is not good.
I got a 4. Does that help?
You are
No.
not the one doing this check, sir.
I know.
So you said a medicine check?
And an investigation check.
Oh, I'm good at one of those.
This will be one of
So
those
this
combined rolls.
This first one. This one's a 15.
Okay.
The second one is investigation. Ooh, that one not too good. That's a 12.
Okay. So what you gather from those scores, he appears to be quite pale at the moment. You notice that the veins are growing a bit darker. Not in the sense that it looks like it's spreading. You're not really sure how to interpret this.
Okay. Hmm. Hello?
I hear you.
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear what you're doing next.
Oh, okay, because I spoke and nobody said anything, so I was like, ooh. Okay. Um, so you said it was spreading, right?
I said it doesn't appear to be spreading.
Doesn't appear to be spreading.
The veins just appear darker.
Was okay. Was there anything else you said after that? Was it just that?
He's very pale.
Just very
Like,
pale.
he has lost color since the last time you checked up on him.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, hold on. I'm looking. You have to take a look, so I'm gonna try.
Is that?
Oh wait. Oh, I don't have any pack now. I used it all last fight. Hmm.
Well, there's a certain
Uh,
cleric that has
uh,
magic.
Yeah, but he's talking to newspaper.
Yeah, but he's. Hey, Marcus,
Yes.
come here for a second. He's not doing too hot. Oh, and lost connection to the board. That's nice.
Yeah, it sounds like your internet's going out or something. You're like
Internet's
crackling really bad.
Crappy. It happens when everybody's home. They're all using it.
Did you walk over, Marcus?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's right there.
Yeah, I'm disconnected from the board, so I'm not gonna see any movement and stuff. Hey, is there anything you can do here for him? He looks like
Oh.
he's getting weaker.
I could spare the dying. Toll the dead.
Can we
you
not
have no
kill my
spell
friend,
slots left?
please?
Technically no. Like, let's say I have a single level 1 first level spell which I could
Oh.
cure wounds.
Oh.
Because technically it's not the end of the day, so I haven't refreshed my spells yet.
Yeah, none of us have.
And since it technically isn't the end of the day, I don't have my 3rd level spells yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have much right
Oh.
now. Like after the long rest, we'll have more.
Do you have remove curse?
No.
Because I wanted to try it. I wanted to try it out, see if it would work.
Try it. I mean, we're gonna get a long rest anyway. You're gonna get everything back.
Oh,
That's not anything I'd have after a long rest.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's a level 3 spell.
I have it because I'm a warlock. I'm gonna use magical cunning to get one of my packs left. I mean
Okay.
back.
Okay.
So now I have one. I'm gonna try remove curse and see if I can't.
Isn't that level 3 spell?
Yeah, I have level 3 spells.
You
That's
will
right.
after the long rest.
We don't technically have
Oh.
them just yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Otherwise, I'd have
that's
remove
right.
curse.
Yeah,
Never
'cause
mind, I
We
don't
haven't
have
technically
that.
leveled up yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have that.
But
Interesting.
you will have you. Oh wait, you won't have that feature yet either. Or no, that's level 4, right? Or is that level
Yeah,
5 feature that you get that?
No, it's
No, that's level 3. That's right.
That's a level 3 feature.
Yeah. So yeah, you will be able to still gain that pack slot back.
Damn. There's nothing I can do. Can you
Okay.
try casting Key Wounds again? See if you can't heal him up a little more, because it looks like he's losing it.
I'm
Or
gonna
should
go and cast a 1st level spell, cure wounds on him, I guess, since
Okay.
that's what I got.
As you cast the, don't bother rolling. As you cast the magic into him, you notice that it seems to get absorbed by the veins, and they
So-
fade a bit more. They don't appear as dark as they were, and a bit of color returns to Chimera's face.
Wait, did we get a greater healing potion or something? Isn't that one of the things that we got from the reward?
It is, but I'd rather not waste it if he's.
You'd rather
fine
not
for
just
now.
shove that down his throat?
No.
Why not?
Do you know how that's like a $400 potion?
I mean, we'll probably get another one.
Marcus, roll a.
If he's fine for now, like I'd rather just hold off and then
Marcus,
in the morning.
roll an investigation and a Arcana check.
Investigation is going to be 15. Arcana, is going to be a 19.
Okay.
Nice.
As you see that spell dissolve into him, it didn't look like you would have expected it from a normal healing spell. It didn't seem as though the actual spell took effect. It looks like the magic of the spell was absorbed by the Shadow Blight, and it seemed to sate it.
So yeah, it looks like the veins or whatever's going on with him absorb the magic.
So he didn't actually get healed at all.
From your encounter so far with the shadow blighted creatures, this seems a little bit similar to you, and this is from your investigation roll. This seems a little bit similar to you in the way that they were absorbing magic from you.
Hold on, I'm trying to find something real quick.
For the record, I am down for shoving the greater healing potion down his throat.
I don't
What's-
think it'll work. While it is magical in nature, it just looks like it's going to be absorbed by the magic, not have any other effect.
Okay. I can see where
would
you're
like-
where you're going with that. It's not a spell, so that's why I'm thinking it would work. But I understand what you're saying. Since it's a magic item, it'll still probably.
While
just
you're
get
also
absorbed.
there, Odiden, roll a medicine check.
I got a +8 on that one.
Oh heck yeah!
23.
From what you can tell, you're not too experienced with the Shadow Blight, but from what you can tell, he looks a lot healthier than he did a few moments ago, and you don't think that he's in immediate danger.
Oh great.
He might die any second, but I think he'll be fine.
The DM tells the player to say one thing, and the player just says the opposite.
I just look at Marcus, be like, "We gotta save him. We gotta help him."
I was joking. Do you
Oh.
not see that his color is starting to return and he's breathing better?
Yeah, but I don't have a good understanding of what's going on with him to really be able to understand it fully.
I think the shadow magic is what's absorbing it, and I feel like whenever it's hungry, it takes over the host.
I think that as long as we give it magic every so often to sate its desire, he'll be fine until we can get him to a Kree who said he knows how to counteract that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as we can help my friend, that's all that matters to me.
But
What that was
Yeah.
the DM's way of saying don't use your greater healing potion.
yeah, no, like
Yes.
I'm saying no, don't like. Are you
I
kidding
didn't
me?
want to. I didn't want to waste that. Not now.
All right, so we're making our way over to the newspaper now.
As long as nobody else is trying to do something.
Nobody else trying to do something?
I mean, I want to try to wake.
I'm gonna walk with him to newspaper.
I want to try shaking him to see if he wakes up at all.
He does
Alright.
not seem to stir.
As we get close to newspaper, I'm gonna say to Eric, I don't care that the horse has a bigger dong than you. You're not selling it. He's done good for us. You knock off that talk of selling the horse.
I observe newspaper's giant schlong.
This is. I didn't sign up for this.
Now I'm just like every time I approach newspaper, I'm just emasculated.
It's okay, newspaper. I appreciate everything you've done for us. I won't let him attempt to sell you.
He does not
He's trying to
understand
eat you.
Hi, newspaper.
Oh, that's fine.
How you doing?
He doesn't need to understand me. It did the trick.
Mm.
Look, a lot's happened in this short time. I just want to apologize. I'm sorry I threatened to sell you. You've been, if not the best horse, you've also been one of the most important members of this party. I mean, you saved our lives. And I owe you for that.
Yes, you do. You still owe me another apple.
Oh, don't
We
worry.
discussed that on the last time we talked.
You like that apple, right?
Was pretty delicious.
Yeah. Don't worry. You're going to get another one. So just so you know how I get that apple, I have to ask somebody for it. At this moment in time, we're not. I can't go to him. What I will try to do, before I go to
Did
bed
you
tonight.
threaten to sell him too?
No. Oh God, no. That would no. Okay. You might think I'm powerful, newspaper. This individual, he's OP.
Well, if you're going to sell me, you should sell me to him then.
Oh, I mean, I won't have to sell you to him, but he might want a horse. You would like your time with him. I mean, he would give you all those apples anytime you wanted.
From what that nice lady was saying, I think that I have a lot of work to do with you all.
You do. I'm not getting rid of you. You're staying with us, newspaper. You are a member of our party.
I know, because if she said that if you threaten to sell me again, that she would personally zap the shit out of you. Quote unquote, I swear to God, that's exactly what she said.
Looks like I gotta talk to her. I should have came over to you sooner before she left. I did cop a feel though, so I guess there's that.
I suppose I should say hoof to hot. Whatever. Anyway,
Well, newspaper. I did hear that the lovely lady fed you guys, so I'm glad to hear that you were well taken care of while we were away. We did
yes,
gain
she did.
nice. We did gain a new friend that we'll be traveling with. He's not really gonna be doing much. We'll probably just keep him in the carriage.
I've heard the chittering over the tent.
Yes.
Seems that you have made friends with one of the Squirrel Knights.
Yes, Sir Pauland. He's awesome. He doesn't like me giving him scritches though. He stabs me with his rapier. And I gesture and show him the mark on my right hand where I attempted to do it, and then the still like slightly opened wound on my left from when he did it when he was on my head.
It's healed over at this point, but it's a bit
Oh.
purple, like a blood blister.
Yeah. I don't know, newspaper, as I like start like giving him
They are
little-
creatures that are very proud.
Yeah, I just start
Like
like messing with his
horses.
mane. I like petting him and stuff. And I don't know, man. Like you and Quoth, like you guys are so respectful and awesome. Like Sir Palin, like he's awesome and all, but like I don't know. He doesn't.
You know
he
I
doesn't
can
let me
hear
do
you
this.
from over here, right?
Maybe I wanted you to hear. And I just continue to like pet newspaper.
As you are by there, you hear the squirrel like pop up by the logs, Marcus, and you just hear angry chittering.
Trying to make Sir Paulin jealous, so I eventually get to do scritches. But
Let's
yeah,
see if I have
newspaper.
anything in my bag to bribe him with.
Yeah, newspaper.
You don't know
you
what's
bring us some.
happening. Just give him some nuts. You'll be fine.
No, he
I
hates nuts. It's contraband. I tried to give
No,
him
he.
nuts.
Yeah, no, it's not that it's contraband. He just was acting proud, just stole all your nuts
Oh.
for himself. That's
No.
all it was. You didn't get that?
No,
He
I didn't.
called it contraband and then took them all for himself because he's selfish and greedy.
Newspaper. Newspaper. One of these days, I'm gonna show you a technology called a television. It's pretty cool.
Can I off?
And there is a horse that you remind me of. That was on a show.
Televisions don't exist in this world.
Yeah, they do.
Keep it in the...
They should exist in
Televisions?
yeah, they
Wait,
should
what?
exist in that one futuristic world or whatever.
What exists?
The televisions, right?
Phone?
Television?
Oh,
I
it's
thought
well,
they
it's not
did.
called televisions.
Yeah, but it's something like that. Like there's gonna have a picture projecting thing in that one land, the New York City
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I talked
you
to
were-
Berg about
you
this
were
before.
there.
It's called Dead End. Get it right?
Yeah, it's that end, yeah.
Yeah.
Read
I haven't
that
been
shit
there,
out.
so
And
I
you're imagining shit?
forget. Anyway, I was trying to make a reference to Mr. Ed. But
I know.
okay. Yeah, Marcus got it.
Can I offer the squirrel some honey? Maybe that'll calm him down.
Honey?
Yeah, I have honey.
Oh.
And
I
if
thought that was bears
he
that
takes
like
it-
honey.
He takes it from you, and you hear like quieter chittering. Eric, you can barely hear. I guess I'll take this contraband, but sure.
So I'll remove one honey out of my inventory.
But yeah, I'm done. I'm just petting newspaper.
And he, where is he? You're standing on top of him. Okay.
Mhm.
You see Sir Paulwyn just like skitter off with the honey.
He's gonna go hide it.
No, he's gonna go heat it.
Oh, fair.
Contraband. Come on now.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, wouldn't do much good to hide it if he's coming with us.
True, but squirrels like to hide things for the winter and whatnot.
And once again, it wouldn't do much good if he's traveling with us. We'll never see that again. He's gonna probably, if anything, hide it in the cart.
I mean, who knows? He didn't already do that.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get more tea real quick.
Okie
I'm
dokie.
run to the bathroom. Be right back.
Alrighty.
So if anyone is not doing anything else, we'll move into the night phase of things.
Yeah, I'm done. Lok'Neda?
I think I could do it during the night phase.
Sure.
Okay.
I was gonna have a chit chat with someone.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that during your night phase. That'll be your 2 tokens, one to eat, and then the other one to speak with Cornelius.
I never said it was Cornelius.
Oh, okay, fine. Whoever you're actually speaking with, then I thought that it was probably going to be that.
It is Cornelius. You're right.
Okay, I was like, who else are you talking to?
My left hand.
Well, I mean, we're not doing. We'll just fade to black on that one.
No, you got it right.
Jill will
Well-
not be introduced to this.
No, it's Jackie.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Eric, unless you're doing something specific, I'll just jump into that conversation then.
Oh, with Lok'Neda? Yeah, go for it. I'm not doing anything specific. I'm just
Okay.
chilling. I mean, I have a plan, but I'll let Lok'Neda do his thing, then I'll use my 2 tokens.
Well, you guys can do your two things.
Oh, wait,
first,
hold
'cause
on.
mine's gonna take a bit. Mine may take a bit.
Hold on. Are
So,
you
you
also
take your-
taking the first watch?
I could
Yeah.
take a watch and eat, right?
Yeah, and you could
Okay.
also talk to Cornelius at the same time, unless you're doing something specific.
I'm not doing anything specific. I'm just eating and talking to him.
I'm back.
Okay, so then
Okay.
I'm gonna take my long rest then, if he's taking the first thing,
No,
because I'm the closest to death. I feel like I'm at 10 HP.
and
None of
what
you,
is HP?
none of the rest of you see him. By the way.
No, I know
Okay,
that. Can I just like trigger that I'm taking my long rest before he does his thing, just so I'm like done?
Yeah, so you would have eaten, and then you would have taken your long.
I'm gonna
your
go
long bed
hunting.
after that. You're gonna go hunting. Okay, we'll get back to you then after the conversation.
I'm going into the carriage. There, I'm
Yeah.
sleeping up top.
Sands pour out of the ether and form Cornelius.
That's a snazzy form.
You have the artifact now. It's easier to communicate with you.
A lot of information was discovered today.
I see. I heard.
So you're not going to be able to tell me about the third, are you?
I cannot, no.
What can you disclose about him? Or it?
What would you want to know?
What exactly this one was the Titan of? Like, what was his role?
Much of that I cannot answer. But he was intended to be the balance between Zithram and Nelixis.
So Nelixis was chaos.
No.
No.
Nelixis.
No.
was the Titan of Shadows.
You.
No, this is chaos
What about?
now.
Yeah, just chaos now. What about Zithrum?
Zithrum was the Titan of Light.
Lok'Neda, do you and this is just me talking out of character. Do you remember the statues that we had to trigger before we went into the room? It was like episode 7, I think.
Episodes.
Yeah, where they
It
talked
was
about the
yeah.
cycle, life, and shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have that
He
information.
was a cycle. Yeah, he's a cycle. This one is. Third one is. Yeah. I see. All right. Then what about this sword? Besides the fact that it's made from Titan bone, what else? And that it's on Nelixis' sword. What else can you disclose about it?
It will play an important role. But I cannot compromise the flow of time to divulge any further. Knowing you may not do what you must. Or knowing you may be too eager to move forward when you are not yet prepared.
I see. I see. From where you've been observing everything, trying to keep the time in order. What's been happening around the world that you should concern ourselves with?
You see him turn his head for a second and then almost gaze off into the distance. There's just a moment of silence and whatnot, and it appears as the wind. There's no wind, but it looks as though wind is whipping through and blowing sand off of him. The Shava moves in the shadows. They have something planned. Ithaca still stands. The key to saving them will be the one you seek now. He's still gazing through. Shadows amass within the north. Though I gaze as though through a hazy glass. I can only see rebellion. And within the sands themselves, horrors amass beneath the sand, waiting, growing ever stronger.
Damn it.
An old enemy, born anew. And lastly, the last vision that I see. Time is not your friend when it comes to that heart.
In your professional opinion, and whether you could tell me or not is one thing, but where would be the best place for us to lock up the heart? The most isolated place.
When you deal with the sands, you must help me. It was my charge to look over the heart, and it must be my duty to resume again.
Then guide me.
And so I shall, when it is time.
Well, from what it sounds like, we don't got much time left.
You do not. But you have time. There are other matters that must be addressed first. You are not yet ready. Within you there is still bickering among your friends, disagreements, chaos, qualities that are not befitting of champions, less heralds of the Titans. The Titans themselves are not yet whole, and without the full support of the Titans, you are doomed. Therefore, there must be time, because otherwise this is all for naught. Though time is not on your side, you still have time.
Gotta unite the Titans, and then I gotta unite my own group. Oh boy.
In whatever order comes first. But yes, both must be done.
This is good. Well, I knew what I was getting myself into. Alright.
You have the ability to speak to me when you need. I shall answer as I can. That does not interrupt the time flow. But you are on the right path. Fear not, and stay encouraged.
Has there been any winds of any more chasubles that have been discovered that you can tell me?
He's gazing through time yet again. I do not know exactly where they are, but many of the heroes that fell, their people collected the remnants, stored them in memory, in memoir. Within the kingdoms, there lies the chasubles. Help the world, help yourselves, help the Titans.
That's all I have on my mind for now.
He fades away through the sand back into the ether.
This is going to be harder than I thought. But then again, this is what I signed up for. I think talent should be our next priority. But I'm not sure we're ready for that. No, let's just get out of the Sharva first. I'll talk with the group in the morning. That is the end of my scene.
Does
Lok'Neda,
Chimera hear any of
please.
this?
I'm pretty sure that he was talking to Cornelius, right?
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
say
I'm just asking because like Chimero's literally was right there.
well, Chimera is unconscious.
Okay, I didn't know if Chimera was
And
like fully unconscious or
You
not.
guys, I don't think you guys were listening in.
No,
But then
I was
like-
asleep. I didn't hear any.
Yeah,
of it.
no.
And then you were hunting, Marcus,
Yeah.
so...
Yes,
Correct.
that was the point. The point was like so you could
so
have
Danny
the
Apple
project
heard
done.
it.
Move to this portion. Please roll me.
Who, me?
Yeah, because you're watching out for the night.
Yeah. Perception. Perception and what else?
Just roll perception.
Oh, come on. That could have been a natural.
Natural one.
20. I assume.
It's a unnatural 20. It's a modified 20.
Hey, you got plus 19.
Um. You in the distance, because you don't have dark vision.
Oh, wait, you're right. Not yet.
You do see shadows moving through the dark. They don't appear to be moving towards you or anything like that. Within the dying light, it appears as though they have axes and whatnot, and they appear to be gathering wood.
Well, actually, I got double sight.
You have double sight?
Yeah. Well, that's something I will be getting. Well, I would have gotten a level 5 with the old Warlock.
So you won't have it
Yeah,
yet
so I
because you
won't.
didn't take. But also, what is double sight? Is that just an increased
It gives
range?
I can see normally in dim and darkness up to 120 feet, both magical and non-magical.
Really?
Yep.
So that's better than dark vision, actually. Wow.
And it's the same as it was before 2024. So they didn't change that one a bit.
You get that at level 5 then?
This one I will get at level 5. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you won't have that
I will
yet.
have it, but
Either
yeah.
way, they do not appear to be hostile. They just appear to be, from what you can see, they appear to be people that are gathering supplies for a nearby encampment.
Then I kind of want to quickly switch my disguise over before they see me.
Okay. You turn into manliness. But that will be the end of your shift. So
Yep.
I'm gonna swap back quick to Marcus.
I'm gonna take
Marcus,
a
you said that you went out hunting. Is there anything
Yes.
specific that you are looking
fey
for?
ration then.
Just whatever might be in the area. Nothing special.
Okay. Roll me a nature check. See if you can't spot any.
Well, even with that +4 on my helmet, I don't think I'm doing much with that hunt tonight. Total of 8.
You don't see any tracks nearby of anything.
Well, I'll use a second point to try again. Go farther.
Okay.
Looking for small game this time, since at this point I won't have time to take anything big back.
Okay.
How about a 13?
Yeah, you do see some tracks, and as you follow them, they suddenly cut off.
Can I tell where they went?
You may roll a perception check.
It's something I'm good at. But I got to pass at 15 on that.
Yeah, you gotta roll a. You're actively searching. The passive won't help in this case.
Well, with the +5, I got a 6.
Far as you can tell, it just seemed to vanish into thin air.
Damn net ones.
Wait, you gotta claim and not one because that changes the game. That's an automatic failure.
Did you not hear what I said? I said with my +5, I got a 6.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. You're convinced that there might be magical rabbits out there.
Hmm.
I'm waiting to be dethroned from my nat oneing.
Well, that's one for Marcus.
That's another one for me.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, was that a second one tonight?
No, not tonight, just in general.
No, just in general.
Oh,
I think I've had 2 or 3 at this point.
Yeah. I've had a lot, but I'm waiting to be dethroned.
all right.
I'm gonna
So
head back and
unfortunately, you
take
can't
my
find
turn.
anything.
All right. I'm gonna eat my meal while I take my watch.
And it was a nat 20, so it was a nat 20 versus a nat 1, so yeah. You weren't finding shit.
Yeah, and I wanted to eat Sir Tits or whatever his name was.
Sir
What?
Powland?
I assume that's who disappeared. I mean, pretty quick on his feet.
I mean, you can assume that, I guess.
Yeah.
That Sir Pollen was fucking with you and venturing out as well.
With
I don't
his
think
honey.
he would have if I gave him honey.
Yeah, he was already
I was nice to him.
So you are taking second shift then?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing my long
Okay.
rest. I'll take the
Yeah.
final shift.
Please roll me a perception check.
Pa 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 pa.
Ah, damn it. Well, what about a 13?
With your dark vision, you see the same thing that Lok'Neda saw, except because you have dark vision, you can actually see it.
What is it?
There is a nearby encampment and whatnot from other, what appears to be from this distance, appears to be a group of lumberjacks and other humans that are traveling through the area.
Is that so? No. That's not to mess with them. I will continue watching, keeping an eye out. And then who's taking final shift?
Me. I'm just resetting all my stuff right now. Put myself back to full HP. At 28. I'd like to take my watch where I'm like here, where that way I'm like close to newspaper, and I don't know where Sir Paland is, if he's even here, but I just want to be close to the animals. I don't have to eat because I did that before. But I do want to. Oh, are you going to bed, Marcus?
I need to at least meditate a little bit. I'm still gonna be awake, but
Yeah, but you're like in a meditative state right now, is what you're doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I get, since I'm doing watch, do I only get one token?
Well, you would have taken your token to eat. So
Uh,
yeah, you would have one token.
Okay.
You
okay,
have
cool.
one token, but you have to watch guard during that, so you can't go and do something.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure, because I was wondering like if I had to, or if
Like,
I just had one.
you can't do anything that would interrupt your. I mean, I guess you could do that, but then you're screwing your party over.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not gonna do anything. I was gonna do something, but since I have to, since I'm doing the watch, I don't want to put myself at any disadvantage because my rolling's always bad.
Okay, so roll perception.
Perception. 24.
You, with your dark vision, see the exact same thing that Marcus and Lok'Neda did. They appear to be. The fire has gone out at this point. You do see somebody who is looking around as well. They have their eyes. They've glanced over at your way a couple of times. You can tell that they, weirdly enough, seem to also have dark vision. Because they seem to also see you, and you would think that at this range would be difficult in this darkness as well, as there is no light left at this point.
I want to call out to them. Hey, you.
You're going to shout.
Yep, I'm gonna shout out to the person. I see you. Make yourself known.
God damn you.
Lok'Neda and well,
I come out
Lok'Neda,
to investigate the sounds. I would have heard that.
Lok'Neda, please roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. That's a nat 20.
Let's go.
You managed to sleep through him shouting like a madman.
Thank you. I don't want to deal with this. They die, Who cares?
No, I'm not letting somebody be in the.
No.
How far into the night did he shout?
The
Was it, like,
other
right away?
guard or the other camp does not seem to have heard you.
Oh, okay.
What's all the shouting about?
Sorry, go back to sleep.
You said you saw someone.
Yeah, there's somebody out there that was exploring our thing. I saw eyes.
I didn't say that they were moving anywhere. I said that they were in their encampment. You can see their lookout as well.
Yeah, but they
It's
could
a
see
lumberjack
us
camp.
because they had. I was able to perceive that they could see us too. That's why I shouted at them.
There's no need to bother.
Okay, go back to your meditation. Sorry if I woke you.
Look, ha.
Ha ha ha.
Still, if there are beasts that lurk these woods, it's best not to draw attention to ourselves if we don't have to.
I go and comfort newspaper because he's the only animal. Because I shouted and I probably scared him.
You can see
go
that
back
he's
to my
just giving
resting.
you a bit of a dirty look. He appeared to have been asleep and is no longer asleep.
I rub his mane to try to coast him to sleep.
Yeah, his mane.
Naughty, naughty.
Or do you just go back to keep watch and make sure nobody stabs us in the back?
Soft kitty.
He kind of turns his head to you, now it's just the, as you, kept on with the lullaby,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of turns his head to you with that warning,
Soft kitty, sweet kitty. Yeah, I walk back. I wish I remembered the whole thing.
Soft Kitty, that one?
Yeah,
Anyway.
the one from Big Bang Theory.
A few hours later, the sun begins to break. It is morning.
Do I hear a rooster crow?
What? No, but I have my spells back, so that's great.
Do I hear like a rooster crow? Berg?
No,
Oh,
not from this location.
damn it.
You're not near any farm villages or anything like that.
Do I hear any animals aside from newspaper and potentially Paulwind?
I mean, you hear in like the distance and stuff like that as the early morning breaks and stuff like that. You hear, a multitude of birds and stuff like that. Mostly just singing, nothing that you haven't heard before.
I'd like to attempt to locate a mourning dove or some sort of mourning bird that would be indigenous to this area.
Okay, so you're leaving the encampment to do so?
No, I'm just there's trees surrounding us.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Nat one.
You don't see shit.
Yeah, it's a 7, but yeah, it's a nat one. Oh. Better waste it then than in battle. But yeah, that completely
Actually,
nullifies
fact-
Marcus's nat one. I'm just gonna be on that list
In
forever.
fact, you think you might have seen one, actually.
I mean, it was a +6.
Back towards the back end of the camp.
No. Even with a nat one.
Like I said, you think you've seen one.
I head towards the back of camp.
You would have heard it from over here.
Oh, okay,
in
yeah,
the
move
tree
me
in
over there.
front of you.
I head to where I think I saw or heard a mourning dove or whatever bird.
Okay.
And I keep looking around. I could have sworn I saw something out of the side of my eye.
You swear that whatever you saw would have been up in this tree.
I attempt to climb the tree.
And you find yourself face to face with Sir Paulwyn, who's giving you a look like, "Excuse me."
Sir Paul, what are you doing up here?
This is where I decided to take camp for the night.
Oh,
What
is
the hell
that
are
honey?
you doing here?
Can I have some?
No,
I like point at the honey. Like, are you sure? Can I have some?
It's empty. No, this was my watering jar.
I start making my way back down the tree. Back to camp.
You hear you feel something like, it doesn't hurt that bad, but something does get thrown at you.
I look down at the ground. Can I see what it was?
It was a nut, or at least the shell of one.
Marcus, next time you give Sir Powen honey, can you
Marcus, you
make
hear
sure he
angry
shares?
chittering coming from the tree.
can you just make sure he shares?
Eric, you just hear something. You hear in a very like squeaky voice, something cursing up a storm.
Yeah, very vulgar. He threw a nutshell at me. Kind of left a mark on my.
There's
forehead.
another one where that came from. I mean, no,
if
there's
you-
not.
If you would like some honey, I do have some to spare. Although it is 2 silver apiece, is what it cost me.
I mean, I can give you 2 silver. It was more of I wanted to, because it's the morning. I wanted to treat the newspaper with some honey and some not hay. What like sweet thing would a horse like with honey on it?
Blood. I mean, what?
No, they wouldn't No, but there's
Wrong horse.
because
Wrong
like
horse,
you know
my
they like
bad.
sugar cubes, so I'm trying to think of like honey with something.
Oh,
Well, typically, like if anything, it'd be more like corn or salt licks or something of that
No,
nature.
salt lick is
but you
is
do have
a
salt.
different thing. I do have salt. That's true. You're right. I do have salt. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay two silver. So I'm gonna do that right now. 2 Marcus. So I'm at.
You are not planning on mixing honey and salt.
I am planning on
Yeah.
doing that. That's exactly what I'm
Okay.
What
gonna
is
do.
wrong with you?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. All right. 2.
You are going to poison the horse.
That doesn't poison the horse. Salt
Won't
licks
poison
keeps
him.
them sterile, and then honey will be sweet.
Okay, I'll take the 2 silver.
Yep, I remove the 2 silver. And then I will obtain a jar of honey. And then I'll start making my way over to...
Only 37 jars left.
Okay, I'll make my way over to newspaper, and I'll take... How much salt would I need to make this, like, salty honey concoction?
As much as you'd like.
I'm not going to add that much. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. So I have 2 pounds, so... I'll just leave it at 2 pounds, because, like, it's kind of pointless. And then I'll remember that it's, like, a little bit of it.
You took 2 pounds of honey from Marcus?
How much honey did I take from you? Just a jar, right?
A jar is 1 pound.
Okay.
If you want 2
Yeah, so
pounds,
you have
sorry.
No,
1
I'm
pound
not
of
going to
honey.
do 2
Are you
and
giving
2.
1
I'll just
pound
do...
of honey to the horse?
No, I was going to give him, like, half of it. Half of the jar and, like, keep the rest of the jar to myself, which is, like, half full.
Yes, you're giving him a half a pound.
Yeah, so half a pound of honey with some salt and some hay, because there's horse feed. I'm going to mix it
Well, the
all
fodder, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to mix it all together. And I'm going to present it to the newspaper. Newspaper, I got a treat for you.
Well, thanks. As he's eating it, he kind of looks up at... He, like, stops eating, does, like, that slow munch, and then looks over at you. What did you do?
So I put a little bit of salt and a lot of honey on the hay. You like it?
Why would you mix salt and honey together?
Horses have a different palate than humans. This should be delicious to the horse.
Forgive me for not knowing, you know, just as a horse myself and, you know, my own taste buds. Why would you put salt and honey together?
Do you not like it?
Leave out the salt next time. If you're going to give me a salt treat, don't give it me with the honey.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Trying to make amends.
See him, like, just kind of, like... the best that a horse would be able to do the whole, like, thing.
Trying to pick around it.
No, not picking around it, but more of just, like, when you taste something that's kind of, like, off.
Yeah.
I did my best.
I know
I'm
that
not the
feeling.
best
I've
cook.
tasted Berg's cook, and I understand that.
Swear to God, these
I'm-
two-leggers.
I'm not the best cook. I did the best I could with what I had. Thanks for the honey, Marcus. So I have half a jar of honey, so I have half a pound of honey, and I have 1 pound of... I have 1.5 pounds of salt. I'm not going to put that much salt into the thing.
I mean, it is
So,
chaos.
are you guys doing anything before you all leave?
Well, I
And
did my
begin
I'd
animal
like to
day.
go visit the lumberjacks.
I would suggest getting your cart ready and hitting that along the way.
Yes. Well, obviously, I just want to make sure that we don't pass by them.
So you
So
begin
there was
your...
a
So is
there was
anyone
a
doing anything before you head out?
there was a magical animal in the forest last night. Its tracks just disappeared.
Did
Have
you
you
make
heard
the
of such
honey
a
a
beast?
custom one?
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
a
okay.
custom item.
I'll make it a custom item. Thank you.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, it's which is funny because there's a jar that can make honey, but honey's not an actual item in the game.
Yeah, agreed.
Ridiculous.
Well, it's a trade good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I didn't hear what you said, Lok'Neda. Or should I say manliness?
Oh,
right
I
now.
said I'm basically good. I'll just get the cart packed.
Okay. So
So,
you
Eric,
guys pack up?
there's
Yes.
a beast that magically disappeared last night while I was hunting. Its tracks just disappeared. Do you know
Well,
anything that might have happened with that?
I didn't see anything. I will tell you that Sir Palwin's in the tree, so it wasn't him.
No, like I'm just wondering if you've heard of an animal that could just disappear like that.
Yeah.
Unless some eagle swooped down and picked up the animal.
No, animals like Karama here are babies. They can kind of go as they please. They can be summoned and whatnot. Do you think that maybe there might be someone that has a familiar or casted a spell to summon it from that camp over there? Because I did recognize that there were people over there.
I don't know. All I know is I failed to get any meat last night.
I'm sorry that happened, but maybe there's a druid or something in the next campment over where we saw those people. Do we want to investigate that camp and maybe talk to them and find out why they were spying on us? Because they were spying on us.
No, they just had a watch at the same time we did.
That's still spying.
Is it? So not by your definition, we were spying on them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was spying on them. That's why I shouted at them. I wasn't trying to do it sneakily.
Well,
It might be worth
Let's-
it to go see what they're
I
on
I would
about.
like to talk to them too on the way.
Yep, I agree.
Don't be foolish. Like, don't be pissing people off. We don't know these people.
I was
They
just
got
worried
axe.
about my friends.
I would hate if one of these lumberjacks had an axe to grind with you, you know?
Haha. I see what you did there. I
Shut the
proceeded to
fuck up.
slap my knee.
What?
I like aggressively gesture the knee slapping so Marcus can see.
A lightning bolt flies out of the sky and just strikes Marcus. I'm kidding.
Oh, whatever.
I'm
Come on, that was a good one,
assuming
and you know it.
I'm assuming I'm the one handling newspapers since I have the highest animal handling.
What's your animal handling?
My animal handling is +9.
Oh, I'm plus 14.
Oh, okay. Do you wanna take
I'm,
turns?
not, I'm only plus 5. I'm only plus
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm
Plus
like,
14.
my whole
George
thing
might
is
have some-
animals, so I should have the highest in the party. Just saying.
You guys head a little bit further up the road to where you saw the other encampment, and there is indeed, you see them packing up as well.
Hey! I shout.
You please not.
They're-
Oh there!
Hi.
You're a bit loud. You're a bit loud today.
Yeah. You guys kind of spooked me last night. So you were here.
He's scared a big, strong, strapping man. Don't worry.
I try to like
Have you
deter
never-
my gaze from newspaper.
Have you never been down this road before? This is quite a common road for many travelers to go back and forth for. Quite a common trade route, especially now that the bridge is out.
The bridge? What bridge?
Up ahead, we received a herald informing us that the bridge had been out. So we've been rerouting and heading a different direction.
Is this the bridge that we blew up?
Yes, that's the bridge we blew up.
It is the
That's why I'm
bridge.
laughing.
I just want to make sure that
Yeah,
like
that's why
I
I'm
was getting
laughing.
directions.
I
So-
Well,
You must have come up through the alternate route. How
yeah.
fares it?
It wasn't too bad.
well, we went over a bridge, but it wasn't out when we went over it. So it must have happened recently.
They're looking at you kind of confused.
Shut up. I
What?
kick him.
What bridge did you all come across?
I
What
described the bridge over the road.
my
Is that not the bridge you're talking about?
what my colleague is trying to say is we also saw a collapsed bridge. We made our way under it, like through the rock cliff, and just like kind of scaled it back up. We didn't know that there
Okay,
was an alternate
with a-
route.
Out of character, how are we going to explain that we got our horse up a cliff?
With a cart and a horse.
I gesture to Granny Apple in the giant mech suit. Like we're strong.
Right. You see one of like
Do I
you
need to
see
roll
them
for
like
that?
you see him make a no, I'm not even gonna let you roll on that one.
That was so
I-
bad. That was so
I
bad.
gave a decent excuse, and you totally threw
That's-
under the bus.
No, you didn't.
Come on.
No, you didn't. I
Come on.
thought you were gonna say we moved the rocks out of the way and continued onward. But
No.
no.
The bridge is out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the bridge is out.
Yeah,
I
I
was
just said
trying
that
to.
the bridge we came over was working. That's all I said.
I was
Right,
trying
but
to.
there is no other bridge.
Yeah, there is no bridge. I was
Which
trying to
meant that-
allude
and I
that
said it
we
must have
didn't
happened after
destroy
we
the
passed over it.
bridge. Oh man.
You see them just kind of what appears to be some sort of hand signal between them. Well, I suppose you'll be on your way then. Right? Safe
So wait,
travels and
what race did you say these guys were?
human.
Okay.
They're all humans. Why do you think I changed?
Yeah, that's why he changed and why I'm a half
Safe
elf. so-
travels and fair weather to you.
As to
I'm
you.
sorry, I don't know what kind of hallucinogenics they took this morning, but they
I
don't know
put
what
my
they're talking
pants
about.
on.
Nonetheless, I assume that you all will be on your way then.
Yes, we are on our way. Safe travels.
Safe travels and
I grab a bag
fair
of the
weather
horse
to you.
feed and stick my hand in and take a mouthful, start chewing on it, and offer them some. Would you like some? It's pretty good.
I like get the horse started moving so we can get out of here.
You would have been able to see that one of them was currently cranking a crossbow.
You guys get
But you do get the cart moving and stuff like that, and are on your
Wait, there's a
way.
chance for experience back there. Let's turn around.
no, we're done.
Well, how
This
many
is
humans was it?
milestone experience.
This is milestone, buddy. If it was experience, then I say yeah, go for it.
How many
I know
humans was it?
that was the joke.
You're not 100% sure, but from what was outside speaking with you, there were 4 men there.
Hmm. We're in Lasharva, so I'm glad that Manulus had the.
I'm going to
Forethought.
use my channel divinity on one of them.
You
No,
aren't in range
no.
anymore.
Oh,
As
thank
we leave.
God.
Well, I
do
mean,
you
we
mean?
don't have a choice. Lok'Neda whipped newspaper, and like we're gone. We
I
don't
kind of
have
just
time to
took
do
the
anything.
reins and
Yeah.
just started getting
He was
them
like,
out
yeah.
of
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have been able to do as we left.
No,
No.
Lok'Neda like
if you
did that.
said it as we were leaving, but I already said that you all left.
Yeah, and Lok'Neda
Oh.
kind of grabbed the reins and whipped it real quick. So
Yeah.
that was
I'm not
fine.
gonna have you get us killed.
Yeah, I didn't want
today.
them knowing that we blew up the bridge. Like we're in Lasharva. You kidding me? That'd be the
So
worst
anyway.
thing to happen.
You're on the road again.
On the road again.
Would you like to do anything during this phase?
I'm
Well-
kind of just
Rinse my mouth
driving.
out of this
I
horse
kinda-
feed.
I've got the reins, so I'm more focused on the
I was just trying to
horse
look crazy.
So
and looking
since
for it.
Lok'Neda's steering, that keeps my hands free. I'd like to practice the instrument of illusions that I have and pluck some strings and guitar. Try to
Roll a
get better at it.
D10.
Okay. D10 is this one. I got a 10.
Okay.
0-0.
Not great. It isn't the worst that you've ever heard him play.
I only have +9 so far, so.
Can I do a contract to see if my ears bleed?
Do any illusions appear?
No,
I was making a joke.
your ears don't bleed, although
At some point they will.
I like make my best Eddie Van Halen impression.
You know-
it does not sound anything like that.
Can I do a Wild Stallions? I'm Eric.
You know, you have
La
to do more than just...
Karoba. And I am Wild
Roll-
Stallions.
Roll a performance check at disadvantage.
Let's go.
You know, you have to do more than just pluck strings randomly.
Performance at disadvantage. So at disadvantage, I just don't get the proficiency, right?
Yeah, you roll whatever number it says next to performance. You roll that.
Okay.
And then you roll at disadvantage. No,
Meaning
at
you take
disadvantage
the
means you
lower of
roll
the rolls.
you roll 2d20s and take the lower of the two.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, we'll do.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a 3 + 2, so a 5. That's the lowest. I rolled an 18 on the other one, so.
What was actually starting to sound decent when he tries to showboat here
Kind of goes character.
is awful.
Is it enough to make my ears bleed?
Newspaper stops and just looks up and just stops.
Hello,
You
Wisconsin!
didn't make the horse stop. Just, you know what? Just put that thing away. Look, he'll get you an apple whenever we have the chance. All right, newspaper. Just
The newspaper
Let's
cannot
just-
understand you.
Yeah, he's
well,
not one of those
I
ones.
don't under. You know, I'm just talking just to talk. You know.
Do I get any increase for the
You
original
did get
10?
you did get an increase for the original.
Okay, how much was it for?
5.
Okay, so I'm at 14.
You
Okay.
can't roll a d10 because, or I'm sorry, you can't roll a d5, so you rolled a d10 instead, and it's
Yeah.
half the value.
Gotcha. I get what you're saying. Okay, so I'm plus 14 to it. That's not too bad. I'm getting there.
So I kind of just try to get him moving again.
The horse like slowly turns as best as it possibly can. If I'm going to sit here and pull this cart, perhaps you could do me the favor of, not
You
playing
didn't
that god awful thing.
you didn't like my music newspaper?
Have you ever heard what it sounds like when a cat dies?
That hit me real deep, newspaper. It hit me real deep.
Did you
It
ever
would
get
have
that?
hit. It would have hit that cat pretty hard too. He starts walking again.
What did the horse tell you? Did it tell you the same thing I did? Because I obviously heard him saying something.
You would have heard like,
He cut me deep. Manliness. He cut me deep.
Well, that's what you get for showboating. You had something going there, and then you didn't. You want to be more honest? I'm being more honest. Please don't play that right now.
I
For
actually like
newspaper.
I'm like so like done with everybody from insulting me, so I actually pick up the instrument of illusions and I actually like throw it into the wagon. So now it's not even like on my person; it's just in the wagon.
Okay.
And it's been removed from my inventory and moved to the wagon.
In the meantime, I've got a book if you want to read it. I mean, it's one of Granny Ample's, but still.
What are you doing in this situation? So he took his first cycle.
Yeah, I'm
already.
done.
I'm just steering.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
That'll be a 22.
You pass by what appears to be another group of 4. They wave a you pass by another wagon. They seem to be carrying trade goods and stuff like that, and they wave you a friendly hello.
How goes your travels?
Quite well so far. The weather today is quite lovely.
It is very lovely. I see you have supplies in there. Anything you'd like to barter?
Perhaps. What are you looking for?
I turned to everybody. It's like, hey, do we need any more supplies of anything?
How are we doing on horse feed?
Let's see. I don't have that, so I think Lok'Neda has the horse feed. Man,
While we're at the cart.
We'll
I-
probably be in the
Vince.
cart, right?
no, it's just in the wagon is just my instrument and the salt.
Yeah, but I think everybody had their own version of the wagon.
Yeah, exactly. So who did?
So,
I had the rations, but if we want one person to track everything, we can.
No, we don't
just
have
have to let
to.
me
Like
know.
each person could do a wagon. We just need to know which person had the feed in the
Yeah,
wagon.
whichever
have-
worked best for you.
We
It might have
we
been
got like
Ziggy.
15.
Oh yeah, maybe.
No,
I
we got
mean-
15
Oh, you have
rations
it?
worth of feed. Yeah, I have it.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I took one off for last night because I figured somebody would be feeding the horse.
did you take one out for this morning? Because I did feed it again.
You actually did not need to take anything out for that period of time.
because it was
Tempestra-
because
uh,
Tempestra did it. So
Oh,
leave it where it
Such a
is
manly
because
goddess.
we'll count that as this morning's. Because I did feed the horse this
Yeah.
morning.
right, Eric?
Yep.
What's up?
So you've had
Tempestra is such a manly goddess.
Yes. One of the manliest.
literally the most feminine god of all of them, and you call her.
I
man.
called her a guy. I love it.
Well, what are you offering? Maybe there's something in there that we just haven't thought of we might need.
Oh well, we have a traveling general store. That's typically what we sell, mostly to just farmers and stuff like that up along this path, and the local lumberjacks and miners within the area. So anything of that nature is more of what would be what we have. So anything that you would find in a general store is probably something that we have. I heard you mentioning horse feed. That's definitely something we do have, but from the looks of your faces, it seems that you're pretty well stocked on that.
yes, we are. Although I would like to take 2 more days worth for myself, obviously. And does anybody else need some rations?
I am good on my rations. Eric, you lost a torch. How many do you have left? Do you need more of those?
I'm down a lot of. I'm down a few torches. I'm checking right now.
Maybe some arrows.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not down any arrows, but
You
I would
seem
like
to
to
be
pick
in-
up arrows.
Do you have any bullets?
You seem to be an art. Oh, bullets. No, I'm afraid that's not in our.
You won't get bullets from them.
You have
You
arrows,
never
right?
know.
Of course, we have arrows.
How much are they per?
Give me just a minute.
5 gold for 20.
Now I gotta look shit up.
Yeah, I just want to.
No, that's
buy
way
some
too
arrows.
expensive.
I want to have at least like
think
30
Eric won't
because I only
pay?
have 19. No, I can pay it. I got the money.
Would you
You have
really
the
pay
money.
5 gold for 30 arrows?
No, I don't
It's
have
not
85
5
no.
gold.
I know. I said, but Eric might pay just to have it. It is a traveling shop, so it is going to be a little bit more expensive, right?
Yeah, which is fine. I'm gonna pick up 2 torches and some arrows. I just want to get to 30 on my quiver.
Most of the times are the same. Go ahead.
Because I saw the unbreakable arrow, which is pretty dope. I don't know if you guys remember. I have that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
And I have the gloves of
How could we
thievery.
forget when you mention it like every...
You said
30 seconds?
rations. We'll start there.
Yeah. I don't
So
think I
everybody
need-
said they were good on rations.
Yeah, I
was
have
gonna get
9.
2 more.
I'm fine with rations.
I got
You're
I'm
one.
good.
getting two.
I got
You're getting
10.
2 rations.
Get me 2 as
I'll
well.
give. You want 2 more?
So
Yeah,
4
because I'm at
total.
8. I didn't take off the one for what I ate, so I'm at 8. So I want to go to 10
Mar-
just to be even.
Marcus,
be-
you said you were good, right?
The
Action.
rations will be 6 silver pieces apiece.
So
Okay.
I'll do 6 so I can get some for Granny Apple.
Yeah. Smart.
So I'll do 6 rations, and then do you need and then yeah, that'll be for me. I know
So
you said you wanted.
Yeah, I'll do
torches.
2. How much are they
36.
per?
So 36 silver pieces for the lot of the 6.
Oh.
6 a piece.
Okay.
I got 30. I'll pay the 30. I got
Oh.
enough.
Okay.
Well, we all do, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't sell individual arrows to answer your question.
No,
I
no,
sell
just
them by the quiver.
That's
That's one
fine.
gold piece for 20.
okay. I'll take a quiver. I'll take a gold piece out.
Just one?
Just one quiver, yeah, because that's what 10.
20 arrows.
Oh, yeah, that's more than enough. Yeah, I'll take one quiver.
So tell me, friend, and all the excitement of starting our adventure, we forgot soap, and these two are starting to smell a bit ripe. Do you sell soap?
I
Oh,
look
I'm sure
offended.
we can.
then add 2 more rations to yourself
See him
here.
looking
Yep.
through his. Does soap actually exist?
Is it?
Soap or like something to bathe with. I mean, it doesn't have to be soap, right? There's other things that exist that could get yourself
Well, I'm
clean.
trying to see if there's actually anything in here. Otherwise, I'm gonna just because
Soap is actually
bait-
an adventurer's item. It's 0.02 gold piece.
Is bathing part of what
Wait,
we
where
should
do you
be
see
doing
that?
daily?
If you go to manage inventory, it's actually in D&D Beyond.
Do they just not have? Maybe it's a trade.
It's an adventurer's gear common. But it's also legacy, so I don't know if that matters.
I think it. That's why, because I'm looking through the new one. How much did you say it was on that?
0.02 on D&D Beyond.
0.02.
So
So
that
2
2
copper.
Yeah.
Oof. Soap. That'll run you about 5 copper.
All right, I'll get 4 of them, 1 for each of us.
Thank you.
Because I don't want to share with that one. He plays with animals all the time, sleeps with them.
Mm.
I don't need that smell on me.
Well, I've been always told never to judge, especially if they're a customer.
Thank you very much.
Called me a furry.
And I'm gonna throw him an extra silver. I appreciate your assistance and
Well, thank you kindly,
words.
sir.
And how much were the
By the
torches?
way, if you're looking, by the way, to appease a lady, maybe sell a bit of perfume as well. Especially if they're starting to smell like the cows.
Well, I know that he's a very pretty man, but he's no lady. Mediocrely pretty man.
Perfume in this period of time would be like it's the same thing. Like cologne was not an individual word.
Yeah, I know.
I would yeah, I'll pick up some of the a vial of perfume as well as 2 torches or however you distribute your torches.
Certainly. Well, those we sell individually. Those will be about 2 copper pieces a piece.
Okay, so
So you're looking for
and then how much for the perfume?
that'll run you 8 gold for one of these. It's a very special brew.
8 gold. Would you be willing to do it for 6?
Roll persuasion check.
Okay.
Wait, what is he getting?
I'm trying to get perfume for 6 instead of 8.
Gold?
Yep.
You act like you're broke.
17 plus, hold on. Persuasion plus 2, so 19.
Sure, I'll take 6 gold, I suppose.
Hey,
So it's 6
You
and then
know-
it was 5 copper per torch.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you
it's-
should see if he'll take.
Yes,
you should
yes,
see if
yes,
he'll take
5
all
copper.
silver coins.
No. Will you take this all in silver? Except
Well,
for the copper part?
suppose.
Okay.
That's fine.
What's
Gold
the,
is gold.
what's
Money
the,
is money as far as I'm concerned.
What's the divide of
What was-
silver to gold?
10.
10
So,
silver is 10
1
silver
gold.
is 1 gold.
Okay, so
so if
60
you got it
silver.
for 6, it'd be 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do 60.
I'm just trying to help you reduce your weight.
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah. No, thank you. That's cool.
bit.
You're,
What was
we're
my
headed
saying
to
on
the
the other
Shava
campaign?
anyway, so it would make more sense for us to carry the larger amounts of coin than it would you.
Okay, so
You
60
won't
silver
find-
and 10 copper, right? Because I'm getting 2 torches.
6. Yes. So, yes.
Got it. All right, I'm
So,
gonna add perfume.
Eric,
Yes.
for a couple episodes, I played someone called Goodberry. My catchphrase was, "If your gold is green, it's good to me."
Oh, haha, I like it.
Anything else that I can do for you?
How is the road up ahead? Anything we should be concerned with?
Well, seems good right now. Don't see many issues. I heard you all have. I assume you've all heard about the bridge already, but no sense in warning you about that because, well, you're already past it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, do they know what happened to the bridge?
Wouldn't say.
Hmm.
Few of the more eccentric travelers here had some theories that the gods themselves smote the bridge. But come on now.
Nah, I'm with you there, man.
Interesting. Well, I will let you know that there is a group of lumberjacks up ahead, so you may find business with them too.
Well, I'll try and put it in double time to catch up to him then.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for
Alrighty.
your help, sir.
Hold me no longer, let me go and make another sale. But thank you all for your business. Until next time.
Until next time, safe travels.
To you as well.
Good morrow.
You see him, like, hike the horse and, like, at a very quick pace.
See, this is where I wish the Granny Apple was here.
Yeah.
Because I would totally turn to her and be like, "All hail the mighty bridge smiter, god of the thunder fists."
And get us all killed. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
after the other guy was out of earshot, you know.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Did Marcus, did you fill up by any chance? Did you fill up the barrel with water?
it's been a couple days. Have we gone through that much of it?
I don't know how much is in it currently. I just want to fill my water skin.
I mean, I can refill it. I'll use a first level spell to refill it.
Okay, thank you.
That was the
Uh,
first cycle still, right? That was Lok'Neda's... No, this is second cycle now.
This is second cycle now because we all did something.
Yep. Okay.
So now it's
So
back to
starting
me.
from
I'm
the
assuming.
top. Yep.
I want to
no, you don't.
look around while we're on the cart. To see if I notice any like if I've been on this path before, because you know I used to ship help transport like stuff. Actually, no, better than that. I want to go and check on Chimera because I didn't do that yet.
Okay. So you climb to the back of the cart.
Yep. I pushed
I assume that
the
you hand the
instrument of
reins over
illusions
to-
away.
Are you handing the reins over to somebody else?
Lok'Neda always had the
letting-
reins.
Oh, I thought you did.
No,
No, I
you
had
had
the
no,
reins.
Manliness has had them the whole time. He took them
Oh,
and like
okay.
whipped the horse, and then was like, "I'm out of here."
Okay. So
Yeah,
you head up to him. He doesn't look as bad as he did yesterday, although you see the veins darkening again.
I would like to do a few things. First, Karama, are you around?
Kind of just appears next to you. Yes.
Hey, what do you think about what's going on with Chimera right now?
I think it's exactly what Tempestor told us.
You think calling on to Okaris might help? Talk to him for a little bit.
I mean, you can certainly speak with him. I don't think that would be an issue. However, I don't know if that would help Chimera. She was pretty clear that it would likely be wise to speak with Kree himself. Anything beyond that, it's really just, at this point... Many of us did not have any knowledge of the things that happened within the Shadowfell. Okaris included, at least from my conversations with him. Now, that may have changed in the millennia since I was alive, but I think that your best bet would be to just care for him until we arrive and have the opportunity to speak with a Kree.
Do you
But
think
if
I
you
could?
need to speak
Do you
with
think
Okaris, I mean,
Do you think I
Okaris would...
could summon the Kree here, like get him here? Do you think I have that ability, or if I
Doubtful you're not bound. Doubtful you're not bound to him.
true? I sent Quoth out. Do I sense Quoth at all?
You guys, like I said, you guys can actually hear Chimera, not Chimera,
Karama.
Karama.
Yeah, you guys can hear Kurama.
I believe that Marcus, if anyone, would be able to speak to a Kree, but again, Tempestra had mentioned that he was going to meet us within the tavern, or at least she was going to send word.
Yes, because right now he's busy with the heart,
Right.
and that is an important issue that we must not forget about.
No, we definitely
From
will
what
not forget
Marcus
about that.
said, it just seemed as a thing that we can take care of him. We just need to, I guess, use magic to
We use
maintain the
magic.
symptoms.
We use magic to basically fight back the quote unquote infection, to put it in layman's terms. We use magic when the infection grows worse, and then it'll satisfy the blight, and then he'll be fine.
Can
I pulled
I
a.
cast Spare the Dying on him and see if it has any effect?
You can. It does not
Okay.
seem to... You see the magic get
Go ahead,
absorbed, but
Dylan.
it doesn't seem to give any... Does not seem to cause the Shadow Blight to recede any.
It looks like there must be some strength to the magic. The weakest of spells will not work.
I pulled a seed that was given to me by Okaris out of my pocket, and I show it to Kurama. Kurama, this was given to me by Okaris. You were with us. Are you familiar with this seed at all?
That... You see him, like, trying to remember. I don't recall.
I'm definitely gonna plant it in the tavern.
I
Feel like I should
haven't.
know this, but I don't... Well, there are many things that Okaris didn't share with me, so I'm not fully aware of all of his tricks and ways, I suppose.
Is there any way, Kurama, in a meditative state or in the land of the dream, say like I rest one night, that you could help guide me to any of the former heralds, my ancestors?
If you were in the Eternal Dream, yes.
Okay.
But I can't bring you there alone. Well, I can't bring your mind there alone.
Right. Well, we'll talk to the Kesserai about that. I was just curious if.
From there, I should be able to guide you.
Okay.
But no, in the Eternal Dream, that is not the material plane, so while your mind wanders there, I will not be with you physically.
Right.
Because that is where my physical form is.
No, I understand. Any way I can get more answers.
Oh,
Was that a question or was that a statement?
No, that was a statement.
Okay. Sorry, I was like, wait, did I misunderstand what he said? Okay.
No, you're okay. So I go to Marcus and Lok'Neda. It looks like there's not really anything we can do for Chimera at this time. We're just gonna have to wait.
I could cast a spell to try to reduce the corruption a little bit.
Have I noticed if the corruption has spread at all while looking at him?
It does not appear to have spread, although the veins do appear darker.
Let me try something.
Okay.
A more powerful healing spell that came upon me in my rest last night while reflecting. I'm going to cast my favorite spell on him. Life Transference.
Oh my god.
At what level?
It's the only level I have available to me. 3rd level. So it's 4d8. Which I can't find one of my...
Don't worry,
D8.
don't bother rolling.
Well, I know how much damage I'm taking, don't I?
As you cast the spell, and where you would expect to give your own life essence, it seems to absorb the magical energy before you take any form of damage.
Interesting.
Does anything happen to the veins?
The veins recede significantly more than what they did on the last casting of the spell.
I wonder. I take the ring off my finger and put it on his finger.
He has a ring on his finger now.
Does it seem to affect the veins at all? I guess he'd have to attune to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, seems so. I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Yeah, I just took that off, and I had that as a ritual spell too.
Did you want to do that or no?
Actually, no, I do have it as a ritual spell. Never mind.
Do you want to do it instead of me?
Yeah,
Okay.
and since the ring seemed to have no effect, I'm gonna put it back on my finger.
Okay.
And you're gonna do Detect Magic as ritual?
Detect magic as
Okay.
ritual. Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Which, what do we got?
You see the veins glow in that almost necrotic energy, though it's different. You've noticed, though, that where the ring was, it almost seemed as though they were coalescing a little bit more, as you can see them a lot clearer now, since they had faded from the magic that you had cast.
So they
But
were
it's-
grouping up around the ring?
They appeared to be grouping up around the ring. But they are weak right now, so there was no immediate effect.
Shall we hand him the sword and have him hold on to it? Maybe it'll absorb the evil magic in that.
No, we would have to cut him. We would have to cut him for that to happen.
No. If this curse of his is absorbing magic, we hand him Alexis's blade. Maybe it'll absorb whatever's inside it.
True. It should
And hold
be
it at
able to
bay.
counteract it. I'm
It
cool
is
with
a
it.
very powerful magical item.
Why
I
don't...
think that only the blade can. From what it looks like, the blade looks like it only absorbs when the blade directly touches it.
I
That's
am
not
down
what I'm
for
saying.
placing the sword
I
on
am
top of his
saying
body.
that the veins. I'm saying the veins themselves
would
are
have-
absorbing magic. I'm saying the veins are absorbing magic.
Manliness, give
And
me
it
the
is the
sword.
most powerful magic item. So if he's in possession of the sword, the veins will feed off the sword and keep it at bay.
Lok'Neda, give me the
seems
sword.
Dangerous. That's dangerous.
Give me the sword,
I mean,
We
Lok'Neda.
no
don't
more
know
dangerous if you
exactly
guys
what
don't
the
touch
sword
the sword.
is.
Yet you still wield it.
Yeah, you're still
Yes.
holding it.
Because I don't want anybody else to face the.
I've
deal
already
with the
held the
effect.
sword. So
Yes,
I'm
but
already...
you're not currently holding it. You've touched it once, and you seem to be just fine. I seem to be just fine right now, but I don't know if there's like a long time effect or not.
I would like
And
to
since
try
he's-
it out.
You
And put
feel
it
a
on
humming
Chrome.
coming from the blade.
Does Marcus's
Just
Detect
very
Magic
lightly.
notice anything on it?
I mean, he just says we noticed the humming, so
Oh, okay.
Strangely, all he can see from the blade is what he saw before. Enchantment.
and then Chantmer reads and Alexis is a bitch. I mean,
I would like to have the
at least that's what
sword.
I'm assuming it says.
Manliness.
I don't believe this is a good idea.
Well, do what you will. It was just a suggestion.
Yeah, I can't force you. Does
Fine. Here you go. I
Awesome.
hand Eric the sword.
I have the sword, and
Okay.
I lightly place the sword, long ways on Kurama's body, where it's not like piercing him or anything, but it's just like laid on him, kind of like a cross.
Kurama?
Chimera. Sorry,
I was gonna say, what are you doing to poor Corona?
I don't even think the sword
Nothing-
would be able to fit him.
Nothing appears to happen, but you see a fourth rune appear within the not above the guard of the I don't know what they call that, right?
hilt?
Like where
The hilt?
right
The
above
hilt?
the hilt.
Oh, that's a guard,
the
I
base
guess.
of
The handguard.
Yeah,
well,
it's like a
again,
handguard.
no. Above the hilt, above the guard, like the base of the blade.
So we
But
have
usually
3
there's
runes
some
now.
sort of- There's 4 now.
There's
4
four.
runes now. Okay.
Interesting.
There was 3
Interesting.
before.
So
Man, I wish
it
we had Granny
absorbs
Apple.
curses.
She could read the runes.
Well,
me-
maybe she'll
let
look
me
up from
see.
her nap. She worked hard.
Let me try something out real quickly, if you don't mind.
For the sake of this, I'm not going to play her character, but she is
Okay.
unable to like if you called over to look at it,
Mm-hmm.
she's unable to read it. It does
Okay.
not appear to be Elvish.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Well,
lift this.
is it a language I
much-
would recognize?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something real quickly. If you two don't mind.
Of course.
Actually, no, wait. I can't do any of this. I can't do that.
Why not?
I can only handle the sword because I'm driving. I just realized that. No.
Would you like me
Take
to
this-
take over the reins?
I was
Take
just
this-
going to assume something like that happened.
Yeah.
like,
So
was gonna-
I'll
had
move
Oh.
to the front and take over the reins and let Manliness do what he's trying to
I
do.
mean, if you talk nicely to the horse, it might just follow the path like most horses do.
I could do that. Hey, Newsweeper, would you be able to, for the next like few minutes, like just keep going forward without someone on the reins?
Kind of what I was doing anyway.
You're the best, Newspaper. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you 2 of those apples.
I wish somebody else could understand what you just said to me.
And then so Manliness, you can actually let go of the reins. Newspaper's just gonna steer himself. He's fine.
Oh, I handed it to you and I just left.
Oh, okay. I dropped the reins and I go back into the cabin.
I
where
thought that's
Chimera
what
is.
we were doing. I handed you the reins and then I just walked away.
Yeah, but then DM things, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I'll do
fair
that.
enough.
All of these events, by the way, with how this is going to count as the action for everyone. Then, by the way,
That's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
We're learning.
That's
a
fine.
consorted- yeah.
I want to just grab the sword. I just want to lift it up a little bit and look at the blade to see if it changes.
Nothing seems to have occurred.
But there are 4 runes on it.
There are 4 runes on it. Yes.
Okay.
Do we still, looking at his body, do I still see the black veins?
Very faintly.
Looking at the sword, do I see any like embedded, like embezzlement like on it that would in turn become another rune? Like are there multiple spots where another rune could appear? Where I could get like a
Possibly.
number? Could I like try and see like how many runes could appear on this thing?
I don't think there's like engravings on it. I think the
Okay.
rune just appears on it.
So it like
It's-
just because like the way I
What'd you
was
say?
understanding it is
So
that
if
it
you
lit
go,
up.
if you go into the art of the blade, or if you
Oh,
go into
you
the
have
art
that.
channel
Okay.
within Discord, I don't have the fully drawn, or like I was still working on the art of it,
Okay.
but that like above the guard on it, you
Oh,
see
okay,
where there's like
perfect.
that area.
Yep.
Right now there are 4 runes on it, and there does appear as though there could be more room, but you can't really gauge how many slots there would be on it.
Guys, I'm gonna go on a whim here, and hypothetically, because we know that Nalixis has taken the form of a 9-tailed fox, we know that it's 9 stripes. I'm gonna assume, since this is her blade, that there's potentially up to 9 runes that could appear.
That seems fair.
So we're at 4. So I'm actually now wary about getting all 9 runes on this sword. I don't know what that will entail, and that is scaring me.
That's true. So for the meantime, I'm just going to keep holding on to it, and then next time we fight those shadow beasts, I may not use it.
Yeah, and I think
Ew.
we should also ask when
Are
we
you
meet with
placing the
the
blade away?
Titans about it.
Boo! Don't boo me.
Are you placing the blade away?
I'm putting it back away.
Yeah, because it didn't really do anything to Chimera. It just gained another
It
rune.
will not sheath.
Okay.
What the?
Every time you attempt to put it away, it refuses and almost forces your hand to keep it drawn.
What? Do you... Oh no.
I wonder.
Can I take
I
the?
draw my hunting knife, cut my hand open, and drop some blood on the blade.
Blood absorbs into the blade. A 5th rune appears.
Try sheathing it now.
I try.
The blade sheaths.
Looks like it must draw blood when it is pulled out. Let's not forget this.
Oh. Yes, and now we're another rune deep. So potentially there are 4 more runes. So I am with Marcus in saying we should not use this blade. And I think we should
I
bring this up
agree.
to the Titans when we meet
I
them.
concur. We
Okay.
should be very. I'm gonna keep this sheath. We are not going to use this blade. But I also can't just. We also can't just leave it in the
No.
cart.
We or the wagon. We can't. No, we
Or
gotta
the
keep it
wagon.
ourselves. What we can do is if like we become encumbered or whatever, like it's too much for you to carry, you can give it to me and I'll carry it for a little bit. And we'll just kind of do that.
We could just throw it away.
I
Let
can't
someone else
let.
do
We can't just get. This is. We can't just get rid of this.
No, it's the bones
It's
of a
too
Titan.
powerful.
Like,
If it
Is
falls
it-
into the
we
wrong
can't
Is
do
it your
this.
hands,
precious?
it's not
No.
that it's our precious. We can't let this fall into the wrong hands. It is
It's
literally
too
made
powerful
from the
of you.
bones of a Titan. This is as powerful or potentially more powerful than a chastable.
we don't know. It's,
just-
it
Well,
also-
we do
sword,
know. We
guys.
know it's a bone made from the bones of a Titan.
No, I don't want to hear that from you, Berg. You know exactly what this is.
Berg does. We don't, but we know.
I know
enough.
exactly what it is. It's a +1 sword.
We know.
Oh, that's right.
No,
it got
it's
two
not.
new. It got 2
No,
new
it's-
effects. It was
Yes.
no,
It
sorry. It's a
actually used the
+1
divinity.
blade that gives it an additional use of channel divinity and +2 AC.
When you're wielding it.
When you're really.
Yes. Well, actually, I changed that a little bit. When you are attuned to it, and
None of us want to attune to this thing.
right
I'm
now,
attuned to it.
right now he is attuned to it.
You attune to it?
You don't know why. You don't. Oh, you don't know how. You were attuned to it for a little bit too.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know how.
They don't know.
I don't.
I
know.
read it. I know
Oh.
what it. I know how.
I'll read it later.
Can I just tell them? We want to keep it a
Yeah,
secret.
you could say it.
Oh, you just have
Well, in character, you would feel it as though like you felt a connection made with the blade as it was held in your hand.
to. You just have to touch this. You just basically have to hold the sword to be attuned to it.
Oh, no, automatically
Yeah.
attunes. Okay.
Meta wise, yeah.
It will
But I-
automatically
everyone
attune as
separate.
long as you are wielding it or
Okay.
have it on your possession.
And in order to sheath it, it must draw blood.
That's
But
what
I can
looked
kind
at.
of figure it out. It's like if I grab it and like I just somehow feel a connection almost right away. I got
By the
brains.
way, Eric,
Yeah.
as you are paying attention mostly to that, it does seem as though something set in place once all 5 runes connected. There doesn't suddenly appear as though there's any more room.
Oh no.
5 friends, 5 runes.
Seems to be.
Um,
Can
I'm
I?
surprised you have that many friends.
I have more than 5 friends, but as far as what the current party is 5. But I want to go talk to Nalixis.
oh,
You can attempt to do so.
Yep. So I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna attempt to call on Noxus in my like mind's eye.
You hear no response.
Ah. I want to know more about this blade.
You could call out to her directly.
I think he just tried that.
I
He
did.
tried it with his mind, not verbally.
It's
I
not a verbal. Noxus doesn't work that way. Like it's always in my head because she's grappled with me. Like the last time I called out to her and talked to her, it was completely in my head and I got like sucked down and all that stuff. I just think
Well,
she's
if it
not paying
absorbs
attention.
curses, do you think if you cut your mark from your deal with her to absorb that?
Well, it's not gonna absorb anything more. It's at its limit.
That you know of.
I just noticed that was the final rune.
If that's what the rune meant.
If that's what the rune ran. Yeah, this is me, understanding it.
Yeah. Don't be
No, I don't
scared,
want to
own
sever
her
the
a little
deal
bit.
because we're supposed to use that. That's what who said it?
Mm.
Can't remember off the top of my head.
We were told to try to find a way. Never mind. We will discuss it later.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
You would actually remember that, by the way, Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah, like they wanted me to use it.
I remember, but I don't want to talk about it.
You do actually remember the proper thing of what was actually said in that case.
Yes.
Yeah, we were all together.
We will
correct?
discuss it later.
Okay.
When we meet with the gods again.
But we're trying to go to the tavern, right?
So I'm actually going to, based upon time and stuff like that,
Mhm.
I'm going to skip ahead if there's anything absolutely that you absolutely want to do during the next. So you'll arrive sometime in the morning tomorrow, but you will have the late morning tomorrow. But you will have.
I like to hunt again.
Okay. Roll nature.
13.
You unfortunately cannot find any tracks.
Okay.
We're going to Port City, right? Or Port Almost?
Yes, you're going
Yes.
to Port City.
How close
Okay.
are we to Port City at this moment?
We'll get there tomorrow.
You'll get there
Midday.
tomorrow late morning. Yeah.
Okay. So are we on the coast or no?
I'm just gonna fast forward through this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are basically going up the coast right now.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll use another one of my rations.
I don't want to do something till we get to Port City, so I am not going to do anything.
Okay.
Please, thank you.
You guys, so fast forwarding through all of that, just make sure you subtract the daily amount of drink and food for that night. And if you are going to feed in the morning, remember the horse was already fed the previous day, so they would only need to be fed in the morning if you're sticking to that schedule of feeding them in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll eat the next day's food as well.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are all fed then for the next day, and I'm gonna count Granny Apple to say take rations out also for Granny Apple.
Oh,
Since she's not here.
Oh, I just added the 2 for myself, and then I guess Eric added 2 for himself, and then I sent Syziggy a message saying to add 2. Unless you can want to add it for her.
You can just delete the message.
Yeah,
That's
just leave the
whatever.
message
delete
because
the
she's going to
message.
eat the 2. And I just ate the 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
So I'm back down to 8.
Okay. So you guys arrive the following day within, and I'm just gonna fast forward, or not fast forward. Bring you all there.
Mhm.
Where is it? Cities.
Whee!
Port City.
Let's make this part super quick, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
If that's the case, I'll wait till tomorrow, the next session to do what I'm going to do. Because my stuff messes with Berg. And I think he'll really like it. Because we're staying here, right?
I'm just gonna fast forward to the point at which you guys are looking around.
Well,
too
I'm
much.
not even in Talespire at the moment. Yeah, I accidentally closed it, and I just.
Mine just crashed.
Okay, well, that's fine. I actually just that's fine. I'm not gonna do anything right now. And then in that case, since everybody's crashing and whatnot, so you guys arrive at Port City and whatnot. You do find an area to board your horse. I will give somebody the cost of that. Well, I guess you guys will pay when you leave the city for the total boarding of the horse and cart. And you find your way to the local tavern. Is a little spoiler for next week. Not spoiler, but as you arrive to the tavern, you look down the road, and there appears to be a crowd of guards outside of the nearby chapel.
Uh-oh.
I cast Thunderbolt.
As you peer and do your little rubber necking around it and stuff like that,
Mhm.
you see a dead body. It appears to be one of the clergymen.
Oh no.
My skills could come into good use here.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's a bunch of guards
Next
around.
week.
Mine as well.
I could just say I'm an investigator. I've helped figure out the mystery of the murder.
You're a
Sounds
regular old
like somebody
Sherlock
figured it
Holmes.
out. A murder mystery.
I
Sounds
love
like
murder
exactly
mysteries.
what's going on here.
Listen,
Because it is.
That's actually
I
what
could
was
do
planned
3
for.
drops of blood in a circle. And that's my contribution here.
Guys, this is where I shine.
We're just a couple of
That is-
meddling kids
That is where we will end today.
with an animal companion.
If you can even call of an animal,
Ghostbusters.
No, we have
he's more
Kurama.
humanoid. Oh,
We
I
have
was talking about the squirrel.
No, well, yeah, I guess Sir Polland is with us, but we have. Well, he can be scrappy.
Sir Paulin at this point would have said, "I'm not going into the city.
Oh,
Too
okay.
many risks with that. But I will
Guys,
scout the nearby area, and I will ensure that I am on the ship when you all are planning to deport."
thank you, Sir
Fair
Nate.
enough.
Guys, we're
Oh,
on a
yeah, that's
Barbera.
right.
We're meddling kids with an animal sidekick.
Oh my god.
Let's
You're
go.
One question that I will have: what exactly are you doing with Chimera during this time?
Leaving him in the wagon. We can't bring him with us.
You're
Well,
going to
He's
leave.
unconscious. We gotta do something with him.
You're going to leave him with the stable master.
Okay, I think this is what we should do, guys. I think we should, before we even start doing the murder mystery, we should use the tavern key and go to that tavern. And I think we should leave Chimera with the bartender and leave him in
That's
the
a
tavern.
bad idea.
Why would that be a
He's still
bad
got
idea?
He's still got some of the blight. What if he lashes out again?
We can't do
Who
anything
better
about
to
it.
handle him than
Yeah, better him to
Yeah,
handle him
last
in that area than us.
If he lashes out against gods versus
Yeah,
mortals,
like, come on. I think that's the safest spot for him.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
So I think that's what we'll do next time. We'll go to the we'll disregard this murder mystery thing. We'll do the tavern first, and then we'll do so that way we can keep him safe.
Well, if we want, I can go deal with the murder mystery. You guys quickly go into the tavern, do what you need to, while I'm out here figuring stuff out. Because I'm not leaving the city. I'll still be in the city. You guys can just do whatever you
Well,
need
the tavern
to.
thing is in the city, right? We just got to use the key on any tavern.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I changed it. It's
Oh, you did?
actually any door now.
Oh, okay. Well, even better. So, like, we're not leaving the city, right? We're just going into a doorway to the tavern, and then we're gonna exit back out of that and still be in Port City.
Yeah, but
I
also
have
there's a mystery that needs to be solved.
I have a question about Bless, the new updated version.
All right,
Is
I'm
there an
gonna.
actual change to it? I gotta look at it.
If this is the end of the session, I'm gonna get going.
It is indeed.
All right, boys. My time to shine is next week. I'll see you.